Hello, welcome back to Premier League Dad. We are live again for the other semi-final in the European Under 19 Championships. We've just watched a fun, just an unbelievable game, an absolutely fantastic game. I can't believe what we just watched. Spain 6, Germany 5. At different points in that game, I would have said it was absolutely certain Germany were going through. On other points, I would have said Spain are for sure going through, and they just kept outdoing each other. And then I would have thought it was absolutely certain it was going to penalties, and it just kept surprising you. Just an unbelievable game. 11 goals. Lots of great performances in it as well. Pablo Garcia, obviously Morsted as well up front for Germany. Saeed El Mala, Paris Brunner, Virgili as well, the youngster that came on for Spain. Lots of great young players that we've seen, as we've seen throughout this tournament. It's not just been Spain and Germany. Lots of great players, as we've seen for Netherlands and Romania as well. Some really, really talented young players in these two. And that's what we're watching tonight. Netherlands Under 19s against Romania Under 19s. Romania, the hosts of this tournament as well, by the way. And they've got a real special something going on in that squad. And it looks like they could produce some real talent. The Under-21s have been a decent side as well in the Under-21 Championships. They were unfortunate to get beat by Spain. So I've got to say, I think this is going to be a really, really good game to watch. I'm looking forward to it. As always, you can watch it on UEFA.tv. If you go to UEFA.tv, you can watch it live. The players we need to be watching out for, I've already talked about many, many times. Tygo Land and Kee Smith are my two favourites. Kee Smith is effectively a Kevin De Bruyne, as far as I'm concerned, in the heart of that Netherlands midfield. And Romania have got plenty of players. We'll go through the lineups and everything shortly too. I just want to say, before we get to kick-off, because we've literally got 60 seconds to kick off, I just want to say a big, big thank you to our sponsors, Match Bingo. If you haven't yet downloaded the Match Bingo app, please go and do so. You can help support the channel by doing so. Match Bingo are a fantastic app that combines all the fun and excitement of a bet on the football with all the fun and excitement of a game of bingo. They have paid out over £200,000 in prize money so far, over 10,000 players just here in the UK, and they're growing incredibly, incredibly quickly. Go and check them out. If you do so via my special link in my description, or if you scan the QR code which is on screen, you can download the app, and if you deposit just £5, you get £10 free to try it out with. Can't say fairer than that. Go and check it out. Really, really good, nice guys over there at Match Bingo too. And a big, big thank you to them for continuing to sponsor the channel. With their support, we're growing. We're seeking to get to 10,000 subscribers very, very quickly. So a massive, massive thank you to them. And to you, of course, for continuing to support the channel. Thank you for sticking around and for all that good stuff. LW Foot, what happened to the TikTok live, mate? That the TikTok live has gone down and it's back up. So we're back live on TikTok now. Yeah, we're back live on TikTok now. Yours, Samuel, 2 minutes of moments of silence for those who missed the Spain versus Germany match. Yeah, it was a disgusting performance, really, from everyone involved in that Spain and Germany performance. I think defensively it was an absolute disaster, to be honest. But there's some good players. There are some very, very good players for Romania today to watch out for. Gutea certainly is one. Vermesen and Kodor up front. But Gutea is the player that I'm going to focus on. In fact, the two players, I would say Kee Smith for the Netherlands and Gutea for Romania. Many people were asking earlier about Zepiqueno Redmond. He's on the bench today for the Netherlands. He's been linked with Aston Villa, of course, but there's lots of talented players here. So we'll go through all the lineups and everything shortly. 1 second, ZQXV, woohoo! Thanks for letting me know it's back on here. No worries, man. No worries. I wonder, what prediction do we think for this one, by the way? Right, let me get the game started, the live started, because we are off and underway. Okay. Alright, that one needs to close down. And Pablo didn't look like he was under 19. He looks way older. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, Pablo Garcia was just incredible. He was absolutely incredible. Cheers, Daria. Good to see you. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up for the live. So we've got the poll and everything going on. We'll add another poll to this one as well. Same way we did last time. So let me know what you think in the poll. I'm just going to add it on. Okay. Right, there you go. Get voting. Let me know what you're thinking. We'll go through it at full time. We didn't really have time we didn't really have time in the last game, did we? Samuel, my boy Nunes will rule the Italian league. He's such a good player. Yeah, love him. Love him. He'll be a great signing for Napoli if that's where he ends up. And where is this one being played, actually? That's a good question, because a lot of... obviously, the Spain and Germany game was in the Arc de Triomphe in Bucharest. And a lot of the games have been played in Bucharest, to be honest. They've all been quite centred around Bucharest. And this one is as well. It's at the Superbet Arena in Bucharest, in Giulești. I don't know if this is... Who plays at the Superbet? Who plays at the Superbet? Maybe you know that, Daria. Is it Dynamo, Rapid, or Stour? I don't think it's Stour. It might be. Superbet Stadium. Who plays? It's Rapid. Yeah, I thought it was Rapid Bucharest. Well, certainly one of them, obviously. But yeah, Rapid Bucharest. Ben, Nat Phillips has gone to West Brom permanently. I mean, he deserves that, doesn't he? He does deserve that, Nat Phillips. It's about time he gets a permanent move. Netherlands with the corner here. It's whipped in near post. Cleared away. Kee Smith with the corner. Chimey, Germany 2 times in a row. I know. Honestly, the under 19s have... They've got to be ashamed of themselves to be conceding 11 goals in 2 games. And it's just about game management, isn't it? It has literally just been about game management, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. ZQXV, 1 second. Philip Teixeira, Camisola, do PSG, Antigua. I don't know what that means. Mike, have you got the Aquilani kit? That is the Aquilani kit. That is the same kit, but I haven't... Oh, no, it's not actually, is it? That's the one from the year before. Yeah, I have got the Aquilani kit then, yeah. The one with the checkered flag on the back on the neckline. Yeah, I have got that. You're Samuel, I want Romania to win, but I'm supporting Netherlands because it's Van Dijk's country. I mean, Liverpool, look, every single Liverpool member of the coaching staff, basically, and a load of the older players will be hoping for the Netherlands to win this one, so I guess we kind of have to be. We're honorary Dutch fans, aren't we, for Liverpool? Ben, Nat Phillips was a good defender at champ level. Mate, he was a good defender at Prem level for us in that season. I don't think that was the reason we finished 4th. I don't think it was because of Nat Phillips, but we went a full season with Nat Phillips and Reece Williams effectively at centre-back. Can you... I mean, that was absolutely outrageous. Claydon, Nat Phillips had no game time. No skill, Aaron. The F happened in the Spain game, just in the result, mate. It was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Amsterdam, will you live stream it? What do you mean, will I live stream it? I mean, the game's free to watch on UEFA.tv. So, yeah, I can't live stream it. I'm not allowed to live stream it, but you can go and watch it with us. If you go to UEFA.tv, you can watch it on UEFA.tv for free. Honestly, I probably should get sponsorship from UEFA at this point. I've sent loads to their website, haven't I? How many people have we sent to their website? Cheers, ZQXV. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate that, mate. Massive thank you for you for that. Your Samuel, Netherlands is in our hearts. Yes. To be honest, I just love the footy. I just can't believe we've got... Why is the clock stopped again? There you go. Right, we're off. We're back. We're back synced up again. All that now sorted. No skill Aaron, who is that Pablo Garcia guy? Young baller. Plays for Betis. Yeah, he's only 18. Plays for Betis. Mate, he reminds me a lot of... He's like a young Alexis Sanchez. He's quite small, quite diminutive. Netherlands in the box. Chance on the far side here. Shoot. Good save by the keeper. Yeah, yeah, I would say he's one to watch for sure. Garcia... It's not just Garcia, though. Garcia was great. I thought Virgili was great when he came off the bench. Said El Malo was fantastic. Morstedt was fantastic. Oh, what a shot from the Netherlands. Very, very nearly. Very, very nearly. Could have been 1-0 there to the Dutch. ZQXV, Newcastle's future. I know, yeah. Mark, grab your favourite kit. I can't. I've got loads around me. It's not just these. I've got loads here around me as well. But I've got absolutely loads. So I can't. I'd be off the live for God knows how long, searching for my favourite kits. Far too easy that. Far too easy from Romania. They've got to find a way to get in this game. I know it's going to be difficult, but they're getting absolutely dominated in all areas here. Who's that number 7 for the Netherlands? How much? Honestly, that number 7 for the Netherlands is looking like a very, very talented player. Oefgear. Ayub Oefgear plays for Young Sparta Rotterdam. There you go. Keeping an eye out for him. Like him. He's doing some bits on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, actually. He's popped up a couple of places now. But a very talented player. Oefgear. The left and the right, or the right winger, sorry, for the Netherlands. JJ, how much are they paying you to keep that PSG kit up? Not a fan of PSG then, I'm guessing. User not found 600. What is this game streamed on, pal? UEFA.tv. Yonut Moish, Romania. Yes. Need Romania to get into the game a little bit more. It's been a bit flat so far. I mean, to be honest, the Germany game started quite flat. It did start quite flat, didn't it? We all said that. It was quite difficult to get into that game. We would never have said it ended 6-5. And I think part of that was obviously the water breaks, the cooling breaks that happen. Half-time kind of came at the wrong time. And at half-time, it was only 1-0, wasn't it? Half-time, it was 1-0, and you're looking at it thinking, there's no way that ends 6-5. But it did. Yeah, but it did. And what a performance it was. From both teams, to be honest. Just not great defensively. Ben reminds me of Ronaldinho, that Opal PSG jersey. Oh, it's got his name on the back, yeah. Your Samuel players forgot to defend. Yeah, just completely switched off, but properly naive as well. Like it wasn't just about the defending, like 1v1, the individual defending. Just every time they had the ball, like honestly, I can't believe the manager just wasn't screaming at him, absolutely screaming at him and saying, "Lads, you've got hold of it. You're in the lead. Please just keep hold of the ball. What are you doing? Why are you carrying it forward, trying to hit him on the counter, trying to score again? You don't need to score again. Just keep hold of the ball. Take the sting out of the game for 10 minutes. Just keep possession. Let them chase you around for 10 minutes and tire them out." But they kept giving it back. Spain were nightmares for it. Honestly, the goalkeeper for Spain had an absolute shocker. And yet he's gone through. Yet he's going to be in the final. Ben, or a long-haired Poch. Yeah, Pochettino was in that kit as well. So was Arteta as well. And JJ Okocha. Alex, how are you, bro? I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Alex. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well too. Rafi, hi. I live in Indonesia. Nice. Good to see you. We'll call you Rafi. Why not? How you doing, Rafi? Netherlands looking for it long. Alex Macklin, Nat Phillips. Yeah, Nat Phillips has gone to West Brom. Good signing for West Brom. Good move for Phillips, I think. And obviously Liverpool pocket a few million quid. Few million quid for Liverpool. Extra few million in the coffers. Pay Salah's wages for an extra couple of weeks. Well, a couple of months actually, won't it? DN, have you watched Spain under-19s this tournament? Yeah, we've watched quite a lot of Spain under-19s in this tournament. We've just watched them then. Pure Loyalist, quick like and hello, Kee, and all here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to de-stress, gather my thoughts, sort of thing. Catch up soon. Take care all. You too, mate. Yeah, you too. Take it easy. Have a nice night. Ben, have we got a fee for Nat? Yeah, 3 million quid. 3 million quid we've got for him in the end, which isn't bad going, to be honest, considering I think we signed him on a free as well. Signed him on a free from Bolton, I believe, and he stayed around. He played a big part in one season at least, and we've got 3 million quid for him, so that's not bad. Oliver Lingard, United win the league next season, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt at all about that one. No one's got any doubts about that. Dejan, is Antonio Cordero good? Newcastle have just recently signed him. He didn't really have too much influence in the game, mate. He got subbed off after about 60, 70 minutes. He got took off. He started the game. We had a good look at him. There was a lot of Newcastle fans in the chat, so we did have a good look at Cordero. But he didn't have too many opportunities to impress. When he did get the ball, he looked a little bit... He kind of played it safe quite a lot, I thought. And Virgili, when Virgili came on to replace him, Virgili in 20 minutes looked far better than Cordero had done in 60 or 70. So for me, I think he's not going to start the final. He didn't impress enough to start the final. Garcia and Virgili will start the final for sure for Spain. There's no way that Cordero starts in it. Rafi, where do you come from, bro? I'm from England, mate. Yeah, I'm from England. I would tell you where in England, but I'm guessing from Indonesia. You probably don't know where St. Helens is, but yeah, I'm from England. That's better from Romania, much better. But the Netherlands nick it back. It's already looking a little bit scrappier, this. Long ball, too easy. Far too easy. DN, apparently he's meant to be good, but I've never seen him play. He's not Premier League ready. We had a couple of other... I mean, Jake, if you know... Jake's obviously a big Newcastle fan. He's in the lives quite a lot. And Jake said, I don't think he's... this is from a Newcastle fan. He said, looking at him, I don't think he's Premier League ready. He's a young player. I think he probably needs a loan or two. Chimey, top 5 Asian players. What, now or all time? Let's do now and all time. Why not? Edward, hello from sunny Ibiza. Jesus, I was going to say, you can't... Yeah, you must have just landed. Nice. Enjoy. Get yourself to your hotel, mate. What's the weather like? Yeah, let's do top 5 now, Asian players, I would say. I would say Kubo. I'm trying to think of players who would be an absolute standout. Absolute standouts. Maybe Lee Kangin's not a bad player. Kangin, Kubo. Son would probably be in there, wouldn't he? Endo would probably be in there. Endo, Kubo, Son, Kangin, and probably Kim Min Jae of Bayern Munich as well, and that's probably it. I would say they would be the 5. Yeah, they would be the 5. And then all-time, yeah, Nakamura. I'm not sure I'd put Nakamura in the all-time. DN, it's already planned that he's going on loan, but Ajax want him on loan. Nice. Ji-sung Park was a good one, yeah. Keisuke Honda I liked. I always liked Keisuke Honda. And Hidetoshi Nakata as well of Roma. He was a good player. But yeah, I would say Park. Top five Asian players of all time. Top 5 Asian players of all time. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Very tough, that. Pedri Lover, do you give Boca a chance to make it out the group, and do you think it will happen? I think they'll beat Auckland. They'll beat Auckland, but I don't think they make it out the group, no. Adam Webster, you sound like Simon Wilson. That's nice of you to say, mate. I'm nothing like Simon Wilson. I mean, for a kick-off, he's from Wales. I'm from nowhere near Wales. I'm from the northwest. Adam Webster, Liverpool to get Isak. Depends if he pushes. If Isak pushes, then Liverpool will get him. If he doesn't push, then no, probably not. Probably not. But yeah, I think he's obviously a great player, Isak, but I don't think he gets anywhere close to pushing the way that he needs to push. So probably not. Inamoto. Inamoto, bloody hell. Kiyotake. Who was Kiyotake? I don't remember Kiyotake. Edward. Oh, nice, Edward. Nice. Good luck, mate. Good luck with that. No Scalaran thoughts on United linked with Nkunku very early, but thoughts. Nkunku to United could work. But he's got to play him as an out-and-out centre-forward. That's a yellow card for Kee Smith, is it? A yellow card for Smith. And it's going to be a yellow... Is it? No, I think it might be for... Who is it for? Oh, it's a naughty tackle, that. It's a very naughty tackle from... I think it's from Condor, actually. It's not from Smith. From Condor. Pedri Lover, is a Super Classico final the best possible final in the World Cup, magnitude-wise? What do you mean, a Super Classico final? What does that mean? What's a Super Classico final? Beanie were to watch UEFA.tv. Boca versus River. And yeah, I don't think either of those two make it through. No, I don't think either of those make it through. But I mean, it'd be a good game. Well, it would be an interesting game, sure. I think it'd be one of the least watched games in Europe, though. One of the very least watched games. Kiyotaki played for Nuremberg. All right, I didn't even know. That's one name I've not even seen. Never even heard of him. And I'm generally quite good with the player. But yeah, no, didn't even know who he was. There's not really been too many like top Japanese players in the Prem, have there? Minamino was a good player for Liverpool, I thought, but he had a decent year with us, but left very quickly. Endo, I think, has been a very, very good player. He's won a league title, but only ever a squad player. You'd have Ji-sung Park. What about Mitoma? Yeah, Mitoma is up there, but would he be... I'm not sure if he'd go down as one of the best in terms of the Prem, but yeah, probably or one of the best of all time. But yeah, certainly one of the better players in the Prem. Mitoma's a good shout, Dylan, yeah. Do I remember Hulk? Yes, of course I remember Hulk, yeah. He scored against Liverpool at Anfield. Jamie Carragher, dodgy back pass against Zenit. And Hulk ran onto it and scored. I was at that game. Yeah, I was at that game. World-class player. Pedro Lover, who's on the Argentina top behind you? No one. It's just the kit. Yeah, it's just the kit. I don't tend to get names on the back as a general rule. I have got some that have got names on the back, but that one hasn't. The Monaco one there's got Golovin on. The Ronaldinho kit up here for PSG, I've got that one. But I haven't got... No, that one's just plain. Maeda. Get out of town. Maeda. think this one. I think this one is going to take a little bit of time, just like the other one did, just like Germany and Spain did. It took a little bit of time to get going, and then once it got going, it was a really, really good game. Both of these teams have gone at teams in this tournament already, so I would imagine certainly that Romania will have a good go at Netherlands. And Netherlands so far have been the better team. 22 minutes in, they're doing all the pushing. So yeah, look, it's going to be. I think it's going to be interesting to watch for sure. Chimey Hulk at Zenit with a nightmare. He was unreal, wasn't he? Good player. Good player. Honda, yeah. Keisuke Honda was absolutely sensational. Wonderful player. Top 5 Romanian players of all time. You could... Georgi Hagi. Dan Petrescu was a good player. Moldovan was a good player. He played for Coventry for a spell, didn't he, as well? I think that was only a short time, but he was a really, really good centre forward. Villarreal Moldovan, sorry. Who else would we say? Chivu, yeah, we just talked about Chivu, haven't we? Of course, Chivu was a big player for Romania, for Inter as well, and he's Inter's new manager. Trying to think of other players you might put in there, maybe Popescu. Well, I'm sure Kirikes. We've not had too many Romanian players in the Prem, have we? Twisted Fate, I'm back. Sorry, boss, went shopping. I freaking hate shopping. Not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. I'm only messing. That's fine. No problems, man. Good to have you back in either way. Hope the shopping was brief and you got everything you needed. Chimey, we forgot Kagawa. Kagawa. Dumitrescu, Messi turns 38 tomorrow. Wow. We've done that one, sorry. I don't remember Dumitrescu all that well. There was Popescu, there was Munteanu as well. Munteanu was another decent player. Do I think that Chivu will do well at Inter? Yeah, I mean, he's not as experienced maybe as Inzaghi was, so I think he won't last very long, but I think Inter are up there for the Scudetto next season, so they've got a chance. Edward, I'm going to get to my hotel and watch Love Island. You sad person. But hey, whatever, mate. You enjoy your holiday. If your idea of going on holiday is sitting in an hotel in Ibiza watching Love Island, that's not my idea of an holiday, mate. But yeah, you do you, bro. Twisted Fate, top 5 greatest all-time Welsh players. Oh, God. Giggs, Bale, Rush, Southall. Giggs, Bale, Rush, Southall. In my lifetime, Speed probably as well. Gary Speed was a good player. Yeah, Gary Speed was a good player. So I'd probably put Bale as the best. I'd probably put Ian Rush as the second best. I'd say Giggs third. No, I wouldn't. I would say Bale first, Rush second, Southall third, Giggs fourth, and Speed fifth. That would be my top 5. Yeah, that would be my top 5. Pedri Lover, Bale over Giggs, surely. Yeah, Bale for certain. Bale absolutely for certain. Georgie boy, do you think Wirtz will be a success? I mean, I think the fee is getting overplayed. Romania are in here now. Romania have got a chance on the counter-attack. Short. A little bit too wide. Unlucky. Yeah, I think Wirtz will be a success. I think one of the things that could happen, though, like thinking worst-case scenario, glass half-empty type of thing as a Liverpool fan, I would say that Wirtz is... There's a possibility, maybe, that what could happen is he plays okay. Not fantastic, but just okay. Doesn't maybe justify his fee, but plays all right. And maybe we end up moving him back to Germany in 18 months, 2 years' time. And in that case, I think he probably leaves and still goes for 80 million quid, because he'd still only be about 24, wouldn't he? So I think there's a world where Liverpool lose money on the deal, but I don't think we lose too much. And I think that's why he's not really a risk. I don't think he's not really a risk. I think he's a wonderful player, and he's a very young player, so there's time for him. There's certainly time. Pedro Lover, do you think Las Palmas will come up next year, or will they collapse? I don't think they'll collapse. They're a good club, Las Palmas. Whether they collapse or not, I don't think that's... I just think they'll be in and around the playoff places next season in Segunda Liga. 124, greatest game you ever watched, because 6-5 is absurd. I wouldn't say it was the greatest game I ever watched. It was... I mean, it's the maddest game probably I've ever watched. But it was wonderful. Yeah, it was a great game to watch. I enjoyed it. I loved that. Where it ranks in terms of the best... I mean, there's a lot of fantastic games we've watched on this channel. Just in the last 6 months since I created it. It's been unreal, hasn't it? ZQXV, who do you think will get promoted from the Championship? I think Southampton and Ipswich are certainties. They are the certainties. I can't see them two not getting promoted. And then it's kind of a pick a name out of a hat from the playoffs. I think you could have maybe Millwall. I think you could have Blackburn. I think there's a few. There's a fair few. So, I mean, to be honest, now they've got Sellers in, Sheffield United could actually be a half decent team in the Championship next season. So it could well be a decent little run for them. Where my streaming sites have gone black. Where do you watch it? You can watch it on UEFA.tv, mate. You don't have to watch it anywhere dodge. You can watch it on UEFA.tv. It's all fine and kosher and legal and above board. It's all there on UEFA.tv. Pedro Lover, do you think Oviedo survive? Nah, I don't think so. Sadly, I don't think so. Usually they go back down. Then Leicester come straight back up. Leicester are in trouble. I think Leicester are in trouble. I mean, it depends if they get Dyche. Apparently, Dyche is rumoured to be their new manager, and Dyche will change Leicester. He'll make them hard to beat, and they could then be an outside chance for the playoffs. But Southampton and Ipswich would be my... Ipswich definitely. Southampton, I'm kind of thinking just because of Will Still, who's just gone in there. Chimey, top 5 Champions League finals. Oh, God. Top 5 Champions League finals. It's tough, that, you know. Top 5 Champions League finals. The top 2 is easy, isn't it? The top 2 is easy because it's one of it's whichever way you want to look at it. For me, I would say that the second is Man United and Bayern Munich. Man United v Bayern Munich is number 2. AC Milan in Istanbul is number 1. That would be my top 2 for sure. But beyond that. I don't know. There's a lot of great games I think you could go back to. Luffy 0. In the first half, it was clear that the Netherlands had no intention of playing and scoring goals. The score was already set in the first half. I'm not sure that's true, Luffy. I think Netherlands have tried to play, but they've always, they've tried to limit Romania as well. Romania have been a very good counter-attacking side in this competition, and it's understandable that Netherlands are not willing to take too many chances. Twisted Fate, United v Bayern was for real an iconic game. It was great, yeah, absolutely loved that one. And to be honest, the one before that between Dortmund and Juventus I always liked as well, the 3-1 between Dortmund and Juventus where Karl-Heinz Riedel scored. That was great as well. Love that team. You could even say Madrid against Leverkusen, the one where Zidane, the Zidane volley at Hampden Park. That was sensational as well. Loved that one. So I'd have Real Madrid against Leverkusen. I'd have Juventus and Borussia Dortmund. I'd probably also maybe throw in the Barcelona and Arsenal was a good game, you know. Barcelona and Arsenal was a good game. 2-1. Sol Campbell, you know, Lehmann getting sent off. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good. Oliver Taylor, which 3 teams do you think will go up to the Premier League for the 26-27 season? We've just done that, Oliver. So I would say, I think Southampton, I think Ipswich, and I think maybe if I had to put my fingers in the drawer on it, probably Sheffield United via the playoffs. Ronaldo the GOAT, is Martinez going to Man United? Possibly. Yeah, it seems like there's rumours doing the rounds that Villa are looking at Garnacho, and Martinez could go the opposite way. Rosine, how are you, mate? Another day of not missing the streak of your streams, by the way. We're very delighted with Rooney Bardghji. Yeah, Copenhagen player situation. He'll sign for Barca and get minutes for the main team. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how he gets on next year, mate. Rooney Bardghji, good player. Very good young player. He's been unlucky with injuries as well, so... Twisted Fate, that would be 5th for me, though. Madrid games haven't had the wow factor of the likes of the others. Oliver Taylor, Harvey Elliott to Brighton is looking keen, unfortunately for me. Why? Do you not think Harvey Elliott to Brighton is not the right? Do you not think that's the right move? JM Edits, good to see you, mate. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Prediction for United season, says Oliver Lingard. I think probably 9th, maybe 9th or 10th, I would say, Oliver. 9th or 10th, maybe a half-decent cup run. Not sure you win a cup, but maybe a half-decent cup run and maybe 9th or so, 9th or 10th. Robert, is Luis Diaz to West Ham realistic as a standout player? No. Luis Diaz to West Ham is not realistic, no. Luis Diaz is being targeted by your Barcelonas and you know, there's no way, absolutely no way that he would go to West Ham. Luka Simunias has been booked there for Romania. Yellow card, and it's a long ball into the box from the Netherlands. I know they've taken the short free kick, quick free kick. And they're in. They're in, and it's 1-0, and the Netherlands have scored. It's 1-0. It was a simple ball down the right-hand side, a lovely little pull back into the box, and a header from is it Condal? Condal, the goal, the centre forward. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. 1 second. Let's try again. Conadu. Donangelo Conadu. Donangelo Conadu. He is a Ajax youngster, centre forward. And it was Ufkir, who he said was one to watch on the right-hand side, pulls the ball back, and Conadu gets something on it. I don't think he gets a head on it. What does he actually head? Does he head it in? Does he chest it in? What happens there? But it's 1-0 to the Netherlands either way, whichever way you want to look at it. Netherlands are in front. 1-0 early doors in late in the first half. And we shall see. Twisted Fate, come on now, Kee. We're clearly winning the league just from signing Cunha. There is totally no other issues. Oh, yeah. There's absolutely no other issues at play for Manchester United, is there? Oliver Taylor, instead of paying 40 million for Kirkes, swap Kirkes for Elliott. Well, what if Bournemouth don't want Elliott? Or what if Elliott doesn't want to go to Bournemouth? What happens then? And isn't it as long as broad? Like, we give 40 million to to Bournemouth, and then we get 40 million from Brighton, which is where he does actually want to go. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? We still get 40 million, don't we? The Real Donuts. How you doing, mate? Daily reminder that Huddersfield have more league titles than Tottenham. Love to see it, man. Robert, the 3 players I reckon Liverpool should sell to West Ham that's realistic is Endo, Chiesa and Nunes. No, Nunes is not a West Ham player. Nunes is being targeted by the winner of Serie A and Atletico Madrid. You know, there's levels, and Nunes is a lot better than any of West Ham's centre forwards ever. There's no way that Nunes goes to West Ham. No way. The Real Donut, I'm not too bad, you. Yeah, good, mate. Really good. Really, really good. The Real Donut, are you live tomorrow? You know the answer to that. I'm live every day, mate. We're live every day on this channel. We do watch-alongs every single day. I think tomorrow we've got Benfica against Bayern Munich. That's the game tomorrow. I'm not mega thrilled with that, but there's not really many other alternatives tomorrow. Yeah, Benfica and Bayern is the only real game that we've got tomorrow. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be going live for that one at about 6:30. And then on Wednesday, we've got 2 games. The Under-21 semi-finals. We've done the Under-19 semi-finals. We're now doing the Under-21 semi-finals. England against the Netherlands. And then Germany and France straight after it. So we've got loads of footy on this week. And then straight after that, by the way, on Friday, we've got the Latvian League. Auda against Riga, followed by KPS against HJK Helsinki. So if you fancy a bit of the Latvian League and a bit of the Finnish watch-along, then get following me. Why not? ZQXV, is Chiesa for sale by any chance? He is, yeah, and I think he will go. It's likely that he's going to go to Napoli, apparently. Yeah, it's very likely that he goes to Napoli. Daily reminder that Huddersfield have got more league titles than Tottenham for WED because I've got D of E. You got Duke of Edinburgh on Wednesday. Robert is shooting isn't better than any of those, though. Of course it is. Of course it is. The Real Donut DJ is right. Twisted Fate, being real though, it's a hard pill to swallow, but Liverpool may just get 21 next season. I can't really see anything other than that. And I'm usually a glass half empty Liverpool fan, believe it or not. I am far more likely to be saying, yeah, I don't think we've got it, but there's not really any standout competition from City and Arsenal. City maybe. City I think could be a challenge, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough, I think. Oliver, I feel like you're right, because if we sell him to Brighton, we could get Gay as a replacement for Harvey Elliott. Get a centre-back as a replacement for a centre-mid. Or a right-winger, rather. Netherlands are in here. Chance. Great play down the left-hand side, and it's cleared away. Romania just about living dangerously here. Simicast to West Ham. Here we go. What a signing that would be. Oliver Taylor, no for Kwanzaa. Yeah, I was going to say Gay for Kwanzaa is probably what will happen. Yeah, that's probably going to be happening, I'm sure. It's just whether or not we can convince Crystal Palace to part with him for a reasonable fee. He's only got a year left on his contract. Robert, have you seen We Want Van Hecker, who is meant to be the next Van Dijk? No, he's not. No, he's not. Van Hecker is not the next Van Dijk. He's nowhere close to the next Van Dijk. Kwanzaa going to Leverkusen. Yeah, that's all been done. It's been done for a few days, that, mate. Obviously official confirmed today, but yeah, it's been happening for a while, that. Chimey, Southampton 2014 or Leicester 2016? Leicester 2016. Southampton 2014 was cool, though. Yeah, they were a cool side. Oliver Taylor, what about Isak? What about him? I would say Isak just... We've taught this to death, to be honest, on this channel, but I do think with Isak, it's just going to need him to push. If he pushes and he says to Newcastle he wants to leave, then he'll leave. It's 2-0. What a finish that is. Is that my mate, Kee Smith, again? It is. What a wonderful goal from a wonderful player. He's basically Kevin De Bruyne, this lad. He's definitely one to watch. And if I'm honest, I'd sign him for Liverpool right now. I would sign this lad for Liverpool right now. He is an absolute sensation. He's unbelievable. He's been great in this tournament, but I've loved watching him in the Netherlands as well. Kee Smith, he's only 19 years of age. He plays for AZ Alkmaar, and he was fantastic in the Eredivisie, and he's been brilliant in this tournament as well. And he's put Netherlands 2-0 up and probably cruising into the final against Spain. It's looking like it's going to be a walkthrough, this one. Robert, could you give me a realistic club to put Chiesa and Savinho on a team? Not too good, but not too bad. Marseille. Oliver Taylor, Isak for Darwin. Would you do that? Yeah, I think I would do that. But I wouldn't enjoy the idea of Darwin going to Newcastle because I think there's a real player in there. I think Darwin would, but Newcastle would be silly to turn that down. If we offered them Darwin plus maybe 30 million for Isak, I think that would honestly be an insane deal. Newcastle would arguably be getting the better of the deal there. Like Liverpool would be getting an upgrade for sure, but Newcastle could get Darwin and maybe someone like Elanga for around about that fee. Robert, we're offering Forest, Harvey Barnes and cash for Elanga. Bargain. It'd have to be big cash though. It'd have to be Harvey Barnes plus about 40 million for Elanga. Because he's absolutely horrendous. Hey Julius, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Nunes plus 30 million is right. Nunes plus 30 million. Remus Gute has been booked for the Netherlands, for Romania. Oliver, I feel like Alisson will leave soon. Yeah, he's leaving in 12 months' time, mate. That's why we've sent Jaros to Ajax. Jaros has signed a new contract with Liverpool and he's gone on loan to Ajax for 12 months. There's no option to buy. He will come back to Liverpool. And what's going to happen is that Alisson has got 1 year left on his contract, but Liverpool do have the option to extend it by 1 more year. Alisson has made it very clear, apparently, to Liverpool that he would like to go back to Brazil. He would like to go home to Brazil in 12 months' time. And that's what's going to happen, apparently. Liverpool are going to let him go at the end of his contract. We're not going to activate that extra year. We're going to let him go for free, and he's going to go back to International 10 years after Liverpool have signed him. What a wonderful, wonderful player that guy is. He's been an unbelievable goalkeeper for me. Maybe the best ever. I never thought we'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day where we would get a better keeper than Pepe Reina. Pepe Reina was sensational, but yeah, Alisson Becker is for me. Oh, he's up there with the best of all time. Just a wonderful keeper. Alisson overrated. Oh. JM edits, Mamadashvili is a Liverpool player. Yeah, Mamadashvili will be our backup this season and probably our new number one the season after. Julius, what are you doing? I'm watching Romania under-19s against Netherlands under-19s here. Ben, only if it's him saying he wants to go. I think it is. I think it's him driving it. He wants to move back to Brazil to be sort of closer to family. Obviously, him losing his dad a couple of years ago hit him hard. And I think he wants to be moving back closer to family with his kids and stuff. That's, Liverpool. You can see Liverpool are doing they've done a big documentary, haven't they, on Alisson, on him and his family and stuff. And it feels like we're ramping up to this is the long goodbye. This is the 12 months. Dudek was not bad either. Dudek was a bad keeper, mate. He was bad. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't. He was one of them keepers that he had a really, really big moment for Liverpool, and he had one fantastic game in the Champions League final. But other than that, he was pretty poor. He had some howlers, to be honest. Ben, mad though, because his kids are English. Well, I know his family's Brazil, though, aren't he? He want to go back and be closer to his mum and his uncles and his their aunties and stuff like that. All of his family are in Brazil. And it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. He'll still be able to fly around the world and be super rich. No skill Aaron, best for Liverpool. I hope you're talking about, not football. Fabrizio announced today we're going underway with talks for Trafford. They're meant to progress by next week. Can't see it. Can't see it. He just spilled a lot, that's all. Yeah, he just spilled a lot, mate. Ben, I'm just saying his kids are very young and English, so it'll be strange for them. No, but mate, they'll have been back and forth to Brazil a fair bit, I would imagine. Twisted Fate, Alisson as a rival, speaking honestly, is worse than Onana. Nah, joking, he's been absolutely quality for you guys. Arguably best goalkeeper of the past 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's been... If I'm doing top 5 Premier League goalkeepers of all time... In fact, I think if I'm doing top 5 goalkeepers of all time, Alisson's in it. Certainly in my lifetime, anyway. Certainly in my lifetime. Reese cannot believe Leverkusen got Kwanzaa for 35. It's 35 with another 5 million in add-ons as well, so it's actually nearly 40. And we can buy him back for 51 million if he's any good, which, to be honest, he's going to get regular minutes in the Bundesliga and he's going to start playing really well. So, yeah, I think Kwanzaa will be a good signing for them. Sebs, are you going to watch the Club World Cup? We'll be watching the Club World Cup second half. Yeah, it's just gone half-time here now. So what I was planning on doing is once this finishes, I'll see, maybe, potentially, we could do the second half of Seattle Sounders against PSG. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll see what the scoreline is in that one. But this one, it's 2-0 to the Netherlands. It's a pretty straightforward game. I think Netherlands are going to coast into the final, it looks like. JMed, it's PSG tonight. Yeah, PSG kick off in 10 minutes against Seattle Sounders, and Atletico Madrid also kick off against Botafogo. It's the final group game, so they are about to kick off in 10 minutes time. But we're watching this one. We're watching the Netherlands against Romania under 19s, and we're gonna stick with that one. Once this finishes, there'll be about 45 minutes left in the other games in the Club World Cup, so maybe we'll switch over. Sebs, I'm more interested about the Atleti game. To be honest, mate, I'm not really interested in any of the group games in the Club World Cup. They're all a bit crap. They're all a bit naff as far as I'm concerned. Twisted Fate, where would you put Van der Sar in a top 10? Up there. Yeah, up there. If I am doing top 10 in my lifetimes, let's say it's last 30 years, 35 years or so, I would have Van der Sar, Alisson, Courtois, Neuer. Give me a pen. Give me a pen. Right, I would go, I think we've done this quite a few times, but I would go Van der Sar. I'm not giving them in order yet. I'll put them in an order. Van der Sar, Courtois, Neuer, Alisson, Czech, Buffon, Casillas. Would I put Kahn in there? I don't think I would put Kahn in there. Oh, I don't know, Ed Doy. Ed Doy. Love that. Class win for City today. 6-0, wasn't it? Donnarumma's not getting anywhere. No, Donnarumma doesn't touch a top 10. Donnarumma don't get anywhere close to a top 10. Oblak, maybe. Oblak, maybe. I think Oblak could do. Possibly. I think Southall potentially, but I think his best was before my time, to be honest. So Southall was very, very good. Schmeichel you'd have to have in there, but where is the question? Put Schmeichel in. And I liked Oliver Kahn, but I don't know if he was a bit erratic, Oliver Kahn, to be honest. He was all over the place at times. So how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more. Who else would make it as maybe one of the best goalkeepers of all time? Struggling now, to be honest. Struggling. Maybe Oliver Kahn. I'd put Oliver Kahn in there. Balls. Go on, we'll put Oliver Kahn in. Right, so Kahn would go 10. Kahn would go 10. And I think I would put Alisson at number 1. I think I'd put Schmeichel 4th. I'm going to put... No. Schmeichel's 5th. Schmeichel 5th. Buffon 4th. Courtois 3rd. Neuer 2nd. And then it's whatever. Czech, Casillas or Black. Van der Sar 6th. That's tough. That's mad. Kahn over Dida. Yeah, Kahn was better than Dida. He was defo better than Dida. Chimey, Neuer is the best keeper I've ever seen. He's up there. He's certainly up there. JM Edison, sorry. Donnarumma is the best in the world right now. He's not, mate. He's nowhere near as good as Alisson. He's had a good season. That's the difference. Don't get it twisted. He's had a good season, but he's not the best in the world. He's not better than Alisson. He's not better than Courtois. Ethan, thoughts on Konate rejecting the contract? It's been coming, hasn't it? It has been coming. Yeah, sadly, it's been coming. So I think it's time now we make almost like a veiled threat to him and just say, look, you either sign the contract or you leave this summer. So we can arrange a deal for you with another club. If we put him on the market right now, I'm sure that another club will take him. If they don't take him, chances are he's going to want to leave on a free. And I think we have to force him out in some way. We have to try and let him know that in a World Cup year, which it is a World Cup year, he needs to be playing regularly. And if he doesn't play ball and he tries to screw us over, then we need to put him on the bench and put Gay in. So I think we'll go and get Gay no matter what. We will go and get Gay no matter what, but something tells me that Konate's either going to leave this summer or he's going to sign that contract. And if he doesn't, then we've got to let him rot. Twisted Fate, it's hard for me because Schmeichel, arguably United's best keeper, but Van der Sar, I'm pretty sure nobody's broken his Prem record yet, right? What's his Prem record? Prem record for what? Josh, your thoughts on Wirtz? Great signing. Yeah, great signing. Looking forward to seeing him. Looking forward to seeing how he fits in. I think there's not really any risk to the signing because worst case, I think he always ends up going... He could go back to Germany in 2 years' time. He'd still be young at 24 and we'd probably still get our money back. They're about 80 million or so. Bayern would still pay 80 million for Wirtz in 2 years' time at 24. So I think it's one of those where it's a no-risk buy. And at 100 million, you kind of have to pay that. You have to pay 100 million. Ethan, check less goals conceded and more clean sheets than Van der Sar. I know, but that's a team thing, isn't it? That is a team thing. It's the same. There you go. Longest time without conceding, Twisted Fate. That's not a Van der Sar record. That isn't a Van der Sar record. The same as that one isn't, Ethan. You know, goals conceded and clean sheets. That's not a Van der Sar record. That's a team record. You don't concede. Teams concede. Goalkeepers don't concede. Teams concede. Teams win clean sheets. Goalkeepers don't get clean sheets. That's a myth. That's an absolute nonsense. There's absolutely no way that a goalkeeper gets clean sheet. I just think Alisson is the best at preventing. Put it this way: ask any goalkeeper in the modern era. All the best goalkeepers have gone on record saying this. Who is the best goalkeeper at 1v1s in the history of the game? And I'm literally that's a direct quote. In the history of the game, Alisson, nobody has ever surpassed that guy. When a striker has gone through clean on goal, it's not... It used to be strikers through, clean on goal, it should be 1-0. No. Alisson Becker is the cheat code. He is an absolute cheat code. ZQXV, what's the score? It's 2-0 to the Netherlands. 2-0, and we're about 5 minutes or so off from the second half. Twisted Fate, yeah, but it's still a Prem record. 1,311 minutes. I know what you're saying. I don't make the record. Yeah. No, I know, mate. I know. I think that's Redmond on the bench. Sepiqueño Redmond, who we talked about a little bit earlier, potentially going to Aston Villa. So yeah, he's on the bench. He might come on to the second half. Josh, can't lie, it's going to be one of the best signings, as he will be a starter for the next 7 to 8 years plus. I would imagine so. Yeah. Dylan, how's it going, Dylan? Did you end up going to Camden, by the way, Dylan? 6-5, what a match. Yeah, honestly, it was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant game. Ethan, Alisson's best one-on-one. Ederson, best distribution. Neuer, perfect mix of both. Ederson, best distribution? Yeah, I don't know about that. He gives the ball away quite a lot. He's had some where he's got assists and stuff, but Alisson's got assists. Think how many times Alisson's knocked it long to Mo Salah. He's done it loads of times. He did it against United and against City, didn't he? He's done it loads of times. So I'm not sure if that's a distribution thing, but Neuer's very good. Neuer is very, very good. I've put Neuer at number 2. For me, it's Alisson, Neuer, Courtois. Buffon's great, but I often think Buffon gets a little bit, because he was the world record holder and he was the number 1 for so long. And he had a really long career. I feel like Buffon is a little bit like the Giggs. Do you know what I mean? Like Giggs was a left winger for so long, played into his 40s. Same with Buffon. They weren't ever actually that good, you know. Like they were. I mean, Buffon was good. He was good. Of course, he was good. He was very good. Absolutely, he was good. I'm not denying that. But like not GOAT levels. Like I remember people talking about Ryan Giggs. It's like, you've got to put Giggs in the all-time 11 for the Premier League. You've got to be taking the mick. He was so poor at times. I have a shirt of Ronaldinho's. Nice, well done, man. Josh Drave, Ederson's overrated, the most overrated goalkeeper. I'll take that. Be yourself, Dylan. So it's Netherlands versus Spain. Final. Yes, it's looking like it. Yeah, it is looking like it. Netherlands on course to join Spain in the final, which is on Saturday, I think, Dylan. I'll be live for it anyway, mate. But yeah, I think it is live on Saturday. Twisted Fate, unpopular opinion, but prime David De Gea is hella underrated. Not saying he's top 10 keepers, but defo underrated. He was a great shot stopper, David De Gea, wasn't he? He was one of them that used to pull off worldies on the regular. But I think he always had a mistake in him. There was a time where I think he was probably one of the best in the world, though. Yeah, I would agree with that. There was a time where he was certainly one of. Giggs was ridiculous when he was young. I'm a City fan too. No, yeah, I would agree. He was a good player when he was young. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't think I would have ever said Ryan Giggs was like top one of the best of all time. He's not in that conversation for me. Like Bale for me is better than Giggs. Bale is better than Giggs. His peak was better. I think the only thing that Giggs has on Bale is longevity. That's it. That is it. Bale was better than Giggs. Mark Toddy, how's it going, Mark? Good to see you. I'm Sampdoria Ultras. Dylan, I think Spain will win it. Do you know what? I actually think the Netherlands might win it, mate. And the reason I say that is because Netherlands have been the only side that I've seen actually control a game of football in this tournament. Spain conceded 5 today and still won, which, you know, you could look at and say, wow, what an unbelievable attack. And they have had they did have great moments, but they honestly, the goalkeeper is shocking. The goalkeeper for Spain had a few absolutely disastrous moments in that game, and Germany punished him, and I think Netherlands will as well. And I think the problem is, if Netherlands go ahead against Spain, I think they shut up shop. And they don't take too many risks, and that's what will end up winning the tournament for them. So I think the Netherlands end up winning this. Spain probably have the better individuals. Netherlands, I think, are the better team. So we'll see. It'll be good to see. We'll be live for it. Josh, Bayer Leverkusen getting robbed blind. Tar, Wirtz and Frimpong. Yeah. And Ten Hag's gone in there now to save him. Ten Hag's coming in to save him. Right, Romania making a couple of changes here. They're obviously going to try and affect the game. Twisted Fate, if you ask me as a United fan, I agree, Giggs isn't the best. I hate feeling like I'm hating on my legends, but he isn't the best. Longevity and trophies, sure, but nothing else. But again, you've got to look at trophies. I don't think are reflective of how good a player was. There's loads of players, aren't there? Loads of fantastic players who didn't win the best trophies. Like, look, I mean, I would argue Eric Cantona was an era-defining Premier League player. Like, Eric Cantona was incredible. Never won a Champions League. Never won a Champions League. Gerrard for me is the best player I've ever seen in the Premier League. Literally the best ever. Of all players, and I include Henry in that. I include Suarez in that. I include anyone you care to mention. Ronaldo, Ballon d'Or winner, doesn't matter. Gerrard influenced games in more ways than any of those ever could. Going forward, going back, captain, leader, won games, everything. Gerrard was at his best. He was the best player ever to play in the Premier League. Didn't win a Prem. Jimmy Traore's won a Champions League. Cantona hasn't. Don't think it makes any difference. There's loads of players who've won lots and lots and lots of trophies who weren't actually all that good. Twisted Fate, don't open that can of worms. Well, yeah, I know I was going to say there'll be plenty who won't agree with that. Ethan's laughing his head off here already. He's chuckling. Reese is coming in. I'm sure Reese will have an opinion on it as well. And Jake. Best player in the Prem if Prime John Joe Shelby didn't exist. Jake Curtin, yeah, like Jamie Carragher. No, Jamie Carragher was never See, Jamie Carragher, I think, is our Ryan Giggs. Jamie Carragher is our Ryan Giggs. I think that's how I would compare the two. Jamie Carragher is our Ryan Giggs. He won loads of trophies. He played for forever, basically. He made loads of appearances for us. He played in different positions all over the pitch. Played fullback, played midfield. He had a bit of a mad international career, same as Ryan Giggs did. You could even argue off the pitch. Giggs was involved in stuff off the pitch, right? Carragher, spitting and stuff like that. There's all sorts of stuff. But I think both were, at the time, they had a peak where they were absolutely brilliant. Like, I think Jamie Carragher, at his peak, he was fantastic, but he was never quite as good as, like, John Terry and Carvalho, and he was a wonderful centre back, and he was in the UEFA Team of the Year and stuff like that. He was fantastic, and if you look at the Jamie Carragher performance against Chelsea in the semi-final in 2005, that's literally just video that performance and then write on it how to defend 101. Like that's the lesson tape for young defenders. Jamie Carragher against Chelsea. Everything. Just unbelievable that season. But he was also a bit naff for a long time in his career as well. He was a bit poor. And I think you could say the same about Giggs. Average in a very good side, Giggs. Like in the treble winning season, Giggs scored like 3 goals or 4 goals in the treble winning season. Robert, is Fulham a realistic team to relegate to the Championship and do the same the other fella said with Ham? No. Jake, he was underrated. That shot he had in his last game that bounced off the bar. I don't think I've ever wanted someone to score so much. Mate, do you remember that? Jamie Carragher, last ever game at Anfield, he picked the ball up 40 yards out and just went, do you know what, balls, I'm having a shot. And smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Just smashed it off the post. What a great, great goal that would have been. Chimey, it's obviously Henry. Gerrard is top 10 and he's number 10 on the list as well. You can't name 10 better players. You can't name 9 better players than Gerrard. No chance. Twisted Fate, being honest, I can't separate Scholes and Gerrard. Gerrard carried Liverpool, but Scholes had some of the most insane vision, weight of pass we have seen in the Prem. Gerrard could do everything Scholes did and more. And Scholes himself has admitted that on tape. Like, Scholes has admitted it, if nothing else. Ask, why no Club World Cup? Because it's crap. In a short, it's awful. That's the short answer, mate. It's absolutely shocking, and we're not interested in watching it until maybe the knockout stages. So, yeah, I'm not going to be watching the Club World Cup. It's dreadful. It's a pre-season tournament. Ethan, Henry, Ronaldo, KDB, Rooney, Gerrard. He's top 5. Yeah, well, I mean, Gerrard would be first in that list. KDB can't do what Gerrard did. KDB is honestly, KDB. The only thing, I can only assume that the people saying things like this just didn't really see Gerrard in his prime. Alsk, now it's PSG and Atletico match. No, it's PSG and Seattle Sounders. That's not going to be a good game. And it's Atletico against Botafogo. That's not going to be a good game. And this game's better. Netherlands against Romania. Clips HQ, do you not think the Club World Cup's more enjoyable than an under-19 match where you don't know any of the players? No, mate, because if it was, I'd watch it. I'd watch it. It's a pre-season tournament. It is a pre-season tournament. Alsk, well, someone's team didn't qualify. No, but even if we did qualify, I'd say the same. Liverpool in a pre-season tournament is not something that I would be watching with absolute, like, it's a pre-season tournament. It is a pre-season tournament until the knockout rounds. Maybe in the knockout rounds it'll be worth watching. Until then, it's been dreadful. It's been absolutely dreadful. Chimey, KDB's miles better than Gerrard. It's not even close. I'm so sad. So sad. Ethan, you've just referred to stats about KDB numbers. Absolutely clear Gerrard in every metric. About what metrics? Give me the metrics. What metrics is he clearing him on? Given that KDB played usually as part of a front three or as a number 10, which Gerrard didn't for the vast majority of his career, it's not surprising if he's got some more assists. Alsk, Barca also didn't qualify. Exactly. So how can it be? It's the Club World Cup without 2 or 3 of the best teams in the world. Gerrard could do everything that KDB did going forward, but he was basically a Makelele and Kante defensively as well. KDB, most overrated player of the past 50 years, says Twisted Fate. Alsk, today is Messi's birthday in my time zone. Wow, these Barca fans are real super fans. Gerrard always grabbed games by the scruff of the neck in big games, says Jake. Seen KDB fail to do it in so many times in big games for club and country. Exactly. Like, how many times KDB in the Champions League final, like, so many big games, he's just flopped it. And Gerrard was literally the big game player. Any big game you put him in, he was fantastic. He scored in the UEFA Cup final. He scored in the FA Cup final. He scored in I think he scored in a League Cup final a couple of times. He scored in the Champions League final. The guy just did it. He was just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And again, as a leader, how many times he scored last-minute winners, created last-minute winners, last-minute blocks and diving tackles and things like that. Honestly, he was like a living embodiment of Captain Fantastic. Anyone who mentions the likes of KDB in the same breath as Gerrard didn't watch him. Or they're a clear Man United fan or Everton fan or someone who's got an agenda against Liverpool. Which is fine, by the way. I've no problem with that. You can just admit it and that's cool. But there's no way. If you watch Gerrard, there's no way. Like I said, even Scholes admits it. Even Scholes knows. Gerrard is clear. Absolutely clear. Chimey, City lost literally after taking KDB off. Yeah, not taking him off. He limped off. Twisted Fate, people saying KDB is even close to Scholes and Gerrard are just recency bias like Yamal. Yeah, I mean, this is it. It does irritate a little bit, doesn't it, when people come into the chat and say things like, oh yeah, is Yamal better than Messi? No, he's not, mate. He's not. Ethan, Gerrard did nothing for country either. KDB gave you a lot nightmares. 6 Prems to 2, all down to him. You know if you'd had KDB, it would probably be 5 to 3 Prems in your favour in this period. Gerrard doing nothing for country, right? But I know, but again, why was he doing nothing for country? Because half the time he was being put in a completely wrong role. So because he was doing the work of Lampard. It was like Gerrard and Lampard, and you could never play the two together. So what they used to do was say, Gerrard, listen, you can do all of this. So can you just cover for him? You just sit back and do all of his dirty work, and Lampard goes forward and scores loads. That's what it ended up being. That's what ended up being at international level. Jake, KDB would look lost, red-faced on a panic. Never seen Gerrard lost, he would dig in. Netherlands are in here. This is going to be 3-0. It's 1-on-1. He's got a tap in, and it's not a tap in. It's a wonderful goal. It's a fantastic goal. 3-0 on the counter-attack. Unbelievable finish that. The number 11. Great goal. Fabulous goal. And it's 3-0. Ethan dug in proper well against Chelsea. Well, he did, yeah. He did it many times against Chelsea. Many times. Created the winner against Chelsea in a Champions League semi-final. In fact, created the winner in a Champions League semi-final. Created the winner in an FA Cup semi-final as well against Chelsea. So, yeah, mad. People with short memories. People with short memories, that's what it is. Or selective memories, maybe more likely. Selective memories or short memories who want to push an agenda. Eamon Slitty has scored for Netherlands to make it 3-0. And this one looks like it's getting wrapped up fairly early in the second half. 3-0. Romania, long way to come back in this one, I think, now. Sad. Very sad. Twisted Fate, Doué has more Champions League final goals than Messi, so is he better than Yamal and Messi, chat? It's, again, people will choose the metrics that make their player look better. That is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Just choosing the metrics that make their player look better. Robert, Curtis Jones to Fulham is realistic, I reckon, mate. If not, who is? Still, I mean, Curtis Jones isn't to Fulham, no. Shots. Are you talking about a player from Liverpool? Endo, maybe? Endo would be a decent signing for Fulham. Yeah, could see that happening. Romania pushing forward here to try and get back into this game. They're going to need a goal very, very quickly, the Romanians. Twisted Fate, I'm good at opening cans of worms too. This has been a really, really good performance from the Netherlands. And if I'm really honest, I think this has shown everyone that they're taking this really seriously, you know. Chimey, Salah or Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Yeah. Yeah, Ronaldo. I mean, in terms of, I think... Obviously, look, it's Ronaldo. Of course it's Ronaldo. If you're asking about Premier League prime, then it's Salah. If you're asking me about who would I have rather signed, if I could sign... Well, no, that's not really a question that's phrased right, is it? Because it was different eras. But, yeah, I think Salah's Premier League prime is better than Ronaldo's Premier League prime. Absolutely it is. And he did it over a longer period of time and all that. So I think Salah's definitely the best right winger the Premier League has ever seen. But if you're asking me about Ronaldo when he went to Real Madrid, he was only 23 when he went to Real Madrid. He was only young. When he went to Real Madrid, he became an absolute monster. And of course he was better than Salah. Yeah, of course at that point he was better than Salah. Twisted Fate, we've just put in a new bid of 60 million for Mbermo. I swear Brentford best accept right now. I'm getting drained on this deal. It's whether or not Mbermo still wants United, though. That's the question. Is he actually going to stay loyal to United, or is it now that Thomas Frank has come in that actually there might be a problem, and maybe he'll go to Spurs? Apparently, Brentford have basically said to Man United as well that, look, we want basically what you paid Wolves for Matthias Cunha. Right, Eamon Slitty has gone off, and Zepiqueno Redmond has come on for the Netherlands here. Zepiqueno Redmond, we've been talking about quite a bit. He's potentially linked with a move to Aston Villa. He scored a couple of goals in the England game the other day. Netherlands under-19s against England under-19s. He battered us in that one. He's just come on the left wing. Mark Verkuel has gone off, and Kasper Bolgaard has come on as well. Manchester City, what game are you watching? I'm watching Netherlands under-19s against Romania under-19s in the UEFA Under-19s semi-finals. UEFA Under-19s Championships. Netherlands about to join Spain in the final. And by the way, it's neck and neck in the poll on YouTube. If you've not been voted in the poll, make sure you go and do so. Spain are 38%, Netherlands 36%. Who do you think wins the Euro Under-19s Championships this year? Is it Spain? Is it Netherlands? Let me know in the poll. Go and vote. Let me know what you're thinking. We've already watched an absolute cracker today with Spain and Germany. 6-5 earlier today. It was just an astonishing game. Absolutely insane game. Chimey, KDB v Gerrard equals Ronaldo v Salah. I think KDB is just levels above Gerrard, and I love them both. Does it not sort of, forgive the pun, does it not chime with you, I guess, that Gerrard just had far more to his game than De Bruyne? I just can't believe that if you needed a goal in a game and you had 30 minutes left and you look to your bench and you've got prime Gerrard and prime De Bruyne to bring on, that you're choosing prime De Bruyne. I can't believe that you'd do that. I refuse to believe that you'd do that. That's not just a question of preference and opinion. That's sanity at this point. Gerrard was the ultimate big game player. He could not only defend, he could everything that De Bruyne could do in terms of going forward, Gerrard could do. I'm not saying he could do it. Maybe he couldn't do it better. Maybe there's a debate about that, right? I'll accept that De Bruyne could put things on a sixpence, and he had a wonderful, his passing range, everything was wonderful. I get all that. I'll accept all that. Gerrard, I think, could do that too. But maybe I'll concede that De Bruyne was slightly better than Gerrard in that sense. Gerrard could do everything else that De Bruyne was nowhere near. He wasn't a leader, De Bruyne. He was forever whinging. Gerrard was a leader. Gerrard performed in big games. De Bruyne didn't. Gerrard always popped up with a goal when you needed him to. Gerrard could defend the lead as well. He could defend the lead. He was a great tackler. He was big. He was strong. He was tall. He was physical. Again, De Bruyne broke down every 5 minutes. He was always getting injured. I don't think you would have ever said De Bruyne was fast. Do you know what I mean? He never had pace, De Bruyne, did he? He wasn't fast. Gerrard was rapid. He was like a racehorse. He was tall. He could win headers in the air. De Bruyne had none of that. He had none of that. Absolutely none of that. Gerrard never won a league title. What's that got to do with anything? Cantona never won a Champions League. Jimmy Traore did. Doesn't mean anything. League titles, trophies, means nothing. Loads of players have won trophies who weren't very good. And yeah, lots of players have won nothing who were very, very good. Using trophies to define how good a player is just kind of the last bastion of a fool, I think, to be honest. Congrats. Oh, Jake, thanks for that, mate. Appreciate that, Jake. Nice one. Just send that go through. Cheers, man. De Bruyne could run marathons. Yeah, he probably could run marathons, but he'd be broken for 3 weeks after it, wouldn't he? Twisted Fate, who did KDB do it against compared to the likes of Gerrard back then? There was Prime Barca, one of the scariest teams people have witnessed. Yeah. Netherlands are in again. Good save from the keeper. Good save from the keeper. Robbie, if Gerrard was this incredible player, why was he the reason you bottled the title in 2014? Again, you're just kind of showing you don't know an awful lot about football there, Robbie. It's just, yeah. I mean, whatever works for you, man. But yeah, doesn't really, yeah. Mouth's full, brain's empty. But hey, whatever makes the empty vessels make the loudest noise. Jake Curtin, he would be very red after that marathon. Edward, even Alex Ferguson said Gerrard is the best player he's seen. Well, that kills the debate, doesn't it? That kills the debate. Everyone says who's better, Gerrard, Lampard, or Scholes. Ferguson tried to sign Gerrard. Mourinho tried to sign Gerrard. Done. Like, that's it. That's the end of story. Super simple. Super duper simple. And Scholes did as well. Again, I keep saying it, but Scholes said that Gerrard could have done everything that he did at Manchester United and more, and he couldn't do any of the stuff that he did for Liverpool. So yeah, I mean, if Paul Scholes knows the crack, then you would have hoped that Liverpool fans and rival fans would all come together on that one too. It's not to detract from Paul Scholes, by the way. Paul Scholes was an absolutely sensational player. So was Lampard. I loved Frank Lampard. I mean, I hated him at times as well, but he was a wonderful player, Frank Lampard. They just weren't as good as Gerrard. It's no slight. It's absolutely no slight. Jake, the real argument is Scholes and Lampard. That's the closer debate. See, I don't think it... I actually think... Yeah, I mean, it probably is closer. It is closer, but I'd still say... For me, I would say Lampard was better than Scholes. I think Lampard was better than Scholes. And Scholes was very good. I liked Scholes. But I think Manchester United won all those trophies. You know, I think a big part of it was because of how functional they were as a unit. I don't necessarily think the players involved were all like elite quality players. They were just all wonderful, hard-working players. Like, Beckham was phenomenal. Beckham was great. I actually think Roy Keane was better than Scholes. Roy Keane was incredible. He was incredible. Twisted Fate, I won't ever say one is better than the other. Chimey, to be fair, they're both fantastic players, so it should be difficult to pick. For me, KDB was out of this world. He was. Yeah, he was. He was great. Edward, if KDB was in our team in 05, we wouldn't have beat Milan. We won that game because of Gerrard. KDB can't grab a game by the scruff of the neck and win it. Yeah, and that's another point in it. Like I said, if you've got to bring a player off the bench, you got one player to bring off the bench, Gerrard or Kevin De Bruyne. You need a goal. Who are you bringing off the bench? I can't understand anyone who would bring on Kevin De Bruyne in that circumstance. Prime Gerrard or prime De Bruyne. They're both sat on your bench. You need a goal. Who are you bringing on? Again, everyone can have their opinion. Of course, everyone can have their own opinion, but I can't believe for 1 second that was the case. Robbie, dude, that was close to the halfway line than his goal for that winning penalty. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? It was good. I loved all that. It was great, absolutely fantastic. I mean, we can talk about decisions that Man United have got in their favour over the years, because there's been plenty of Man United decisions where they've been very fortunate, haven't they? Plenty of fortunate Man United decisions. Twisted Fate, I'm bringing Rooney off the bench. See, Rooney was an animal, but he wasn't Gerrard. He wasn't Gerrard. All right, we're into the last 25 minutes here in Bucharest. Netherlands. I mean, Romania haven't laid a glove on the Netherlands. I've got to be really honest with you. Netherlands haven't even got anywhere close to being beaten by these today. They've passed it around them, and they've been really calm and casual. Bergkamp was the best midfielder. Bergkamp was the best midfielder. He wasn't a midfielder. He wasn't a midfielder. J-Docs, good to see you, mate. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you. Really good. Twisted Fate, he's Newcastle volley, arguing with the ref is imprinted in my memory forever. I can't lie. Yeah, he was a good player, Rooney. I liked Rooney as well. Again, one of those players I wish had played for Liverpool. I think everyone would have liked Wayne Rooney for their club, wouldn't they? But he was good. He wasn't quite Gerrard, I don't think. Oh, it's there! Romania have nicked one. Oh, Romania have nicked one back. It was a big deflection. And it's 3-1. It was a looped volley sort of thing from the edge of the box, and it just dipped under the crossbar. Keeper beaten. 3-1. Netherlands 3. And Romania 1. Maybe the comeback's on. It's Barbu with the goal. It's me, Jeremy Duke. Nice. Good to see you, man. How's it going? Too easy, that, from the keeper's perspective. I think he's got to keep that out. I know it took a big deflection, but he's got to get back and tip that over the bar, I think. Got to tip that over the bar. Chimey, what am I listening to? I don't know. What are you objecting to? What are you objecting to? I'm guessing something I've said. Robbie, opinions on Trent. Great player. Yeah, great player. One of the best right backs in Premier League history. I think he's the best right back in the world. I'm gutted that he didn't stay. I think he's a bit of a rat, to be honest. I think he's gone about it completely the wrong way. Deserved being booed, I think. Didn't go about it in the right way at all, and I think he's probably going to be leaving Real Madrid inside the next 18 months and going to City. I think that would be my prediction. Chimey, Key rewriting history tonight. Why? What have I said? What's upset you? What have I said? Ben, I said 3 or 4-1 to the Netherlands before kick-off. You did call it, yeah. Twisted Fate, you know why I can respect Liverpool fans, even with our fierce rivalry. The fact that you guys sang You'll Never Walk Alone to Ronaldo after he lost his child brought tears to my eyes. Honestly, class fan base. Yeah, I mean, look, I think, to be honest, there's always a little bit of a snidey side to the rivalry with Liverpool and United, isn't there? I mean, there's some bad eggs in there, same as there is in all fan bases, who say and sing stuff that maybe they shouldn't. But yeah, when it comes down to it, there's a lot of respect there. Begrudgingly respect. You know, certainly if you were asking me to pick players like... if you were asking me to pick the likes of Chelsea, City, or, you know, Newcastle over Man United, it'd be Man United every day of the week. At least Man United are a team who've kind of... They've begrudgingly earned my respect over the years. James, what's one retro kit you'd like to add to your collection? A retro kit that I'd like to add to my collection. I haven't got it anymore, but I used to have the Fiorentina PlayStation kit with Batistuta on the back. I used to have it somewhere. I'd love to have that again. Really liked the old Fiorentina kits. I liked a Betis kit. I'd love a Betis kit with like the Nilsson era. The Denilson era Betis kit, or the early kind of days Brazil kit, like maybe around 94, 95 when Bebeto played and Romario played. I'd love that sort of a kit as well. I like the international kits. I do like a lot of the international kits. Edward, by the way, have you seen who Palace have signed? Edward, if you're going to tell me Palace have signed someone and then I click and search it and it says Palace are in talks with this person or Palace are rumoured to be in talks with this person. Oh, Benitez. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen they have signed Benitez. Yeah. He was on a free, wasn't he? Chimey, I need a United Sharp kit. I think I've told the story, haven't I? I don't know if you were on the live, but I think I've told the story that is the first kit that I was ever pictured in as a child, you know. The first kit that I was ever pictured in as a child was the black Manchester United sharp away kit. True story. True story. My dad nearly divorced my mum over it. Because she didn't realise what she was doing. She put me in it when I was like 3. And we went round Chester Zoo. And I had pictures in it. And then my dad came. My dad came home and he was like, "What is he doing wearing that? Get it!" And he threw it in the bin. And he went and bought me a Liverpool kit. In fact, I think I got pretty much every Liverpool kit after that. It was like just confident. He's not being a United fan. He's not being a United fan. So yeah, my dad was working at the time, and my mum was taking me out to Chester Zoo with some of her mates or whatever, I don't know, and she picked up from I think it was a charity shop. It must have been a charity shop or some sort of shop. She got some sort of it, and it was the full kit wank sort of thing. The black kit with the gold sharp on it and I was the full away kit. I went round Chester Zoo in when I was about 3. Absolute turncoat, aren't I? Absolute turncoat. See, it was very nearly a disaster. I was very nearly a Man United fan. Jamie Barca kit last season was a beauty as well. Yeah, I don't mind the Barca kits. I'd like a Croatia kit. I'd like a nice Croatia kit. They've had some good ones over the years. Romania corner, punched away by the Netherlands keeper. Romania are pushing a little bit more now. They've got 2 goals to get. We've seen some great comebacks in this tournament. I wouldn't rule out one more. Twisted fate, at least your childhood would have been better. Oh, mate, you don't know how many times I cried watching Liverpool get beat by Man United. When I was young. Oh. Chance for Romania. Oh, very nearly. And there's a claim for a penalty here. There's a claim for a penalty. Is he going to get it? I tell you what, he's give a corner the ref, but there might be a penalty to Romania. There's going to be a check. There's going to be a check here. We'll see. We will see. Oh, I don't know. He's saying wait. The ref. I think he might be playing on, actually. Twisted fate, at least your childhood would have been better. Yeah, I was going to say. The amount of times... The one that always sticks in my head is in the FA Cup. The year that United won the treble. The FA Cup. Liverpool scored. I think we went ahead. I'm sure Michael Owen scored. And then York, I think it was York, and Solskjaer won it at the last, literally last kick of the game. Emiliano, but why not? Botafogo versus Atletico would be a good match. I disagree, Emiliano. I disagree, mate. Guten Tag, though. Guten Tag. Absolutely. Good to see you. Yeah, when this one finishes, I'll see how the other games are getting on. Atletico and PSG. I've not seen how they're playing or whatever. I don't know what the scores are. It's 1-0 PSG in the game against the Sounders. And you're saying Atletico Madrid and Botafogo is a good game, but there's been no big chances in the game already. No big chances in the game. After 38, 39 minutes. Twisted Fate, 99. I think it was 99. I'm sure it was. Solskjaer. If you just search Solskjaer, FA Cup, Liverpool, last minute winner at Old Trafford. I hated Man United that day. I absolutely hated Man United that day. Dumitrescu's gone off for Romania, and they're making a positive change to try and get this one over the line, try and get back in it. Are they gonna be able to get back in amongst it here? Kee Schmidt has come off as well for Lucas Venagora Hesselink. Maybe there's time. Maybe there's time for Romania. They need a goal in the next 10 minutes for sure. But they're 3-1 down as it stands. 78 minutes gone. Come on, ref. It was 99 when we did the treble, so assume so. I think it was. And one sec. I'll search it up why we've got a break in play. They're having a water cooling break. FA Cup, Liverpool. There you go. Solskjaer scored a late winner as United came from behind to beat Liverpool 2-1 in the 4th round that season. Yeah, 1998-99. There you go. Rats. Ollie knocked Liverpool out the FA Cup. Right, Babu is he going off? I don't think he is, you know. Joseph Vickers, who do you support? Isaac. Jake, you've got to stop telling people that. I'm a Liverpool fan, Joseph. I'm a Liverpool fan, but we watch a lot of teams we support. Listen, don't hold it against me. I know you're a blue, I'm a red, but we watch all teams. We watch all teams, we talk about all teams. And yeah, we just generally watch football and like watching footy. I could tell when I got told you support Isaac. I'm gonna have Isaac curtains and Isaac bed sheets soon when Liverpool sign him. I keep whining. Jake's a Newcastle fan, by the way, so I keep whining Jake up saying we're gonna come and pinch his best player off him. That's all it is. But yeah, I am hoping Liverpool push and get that one done. Emiliano, Galatasaray want Thomas Muller. Well, they've already got Leroy Sané, haven't they? Oh, is it? No, it is Galatasaray that's got Sané, hasn't it? Sure it is. Twisted Fate, 26th of May, 99, treble, and then 27th of May, 99, Cunha was born. Special connection. Oh, I mean, look, you've got to search for whatever meaning you can find. Joseph Vickers, don't blame you. He'd be incredible if he signs for Liverpool. I think we need to push, he needs to push to try and get that one done. Be interesting to see how Everton get on this season, though. We've talked about Everton quite a lot on the channel. Do you think Moyes finishes the season at Everton? That's been one of the big kind of questions, whether or not maybe at some point in the season Everton push for a new manager. Might stick around for a bit. Good lad. Hopefully you do, mate. Like I said, we could do with we've got quite a few Evertonians, quite a few Blues who do come in regularly and dip in and out sort of thing, but it'd be good to have a regular on. Absolutely Moyes will finish the season. Okay, fair enough. Still, I think there's a lot of work Everton obviously need to do. Kenny Tete signed today, which isn't a bad signing, I guess, but his injury record would be a concern. I still think it means probably Jake O'Brien keeps playing on that right-hand side. Do you not think? I would imagine it'll be O'Brien with Branthwaite. Well, assuming Branthwaite stays, I would imagine Branthwaite. I'd be surprised if Branthwaite stays. I really would be surprised if he stays. But O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, maybe Mikolenko. Depends what happens with him on the left-hand side. All the transfers are controlled by Moyes and not the sporting director, so I have my full trust in Moyes. Jake, has Everton signed Tete? Don't mind him, you know. No, he's a good player when he's fit, but he's had a lot of injuries. He's a lot of injuries there, and he's as good a player as he can be. I still think Moyes will end up picking O'Brien over him. I think Moyes will pick O'Brien over him. And I would, to be honest, if I was manager. So I don't think he's someone who comes in and kind of like immediately improves Everton, but he's probably someone that comes in and, you know, he offers a bit more depth. So that if they do need to change something at right back or whatever, then they're not relying on Seamus Coleman anymore. Because Seamus Coleman, as good as he was, 60 grand, what a signing. I think he's kind of broken now, isn't he? His career's done. He's not playing at the top level anymore. Sadly, Seamus Coleman. Good player though. Morgie, have you never heard fire started in a football game? Yeah, at Southampton. Southampton play it all the time, don't they? That bald guy dances down the front at it. Tete, he's had like one season where he's played over 30 games. I think O'Brien will play over him. Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. I agree with that. And we still don't know what's going to happen with Garner Gay, obviously. Gay's still kind of up in the air. I know Michael Keane is on about... Keane's left, Calvert-Lewin's left, Breuer's left, Mangala's left, Harrison's left. There's quite a few who's left. Ashley Young's left. Decore's left. It feels like Everton have had a real over... Well, you're going to need to spend an awful lot of money just to replace the big hole in the squad. If Garner Gay goes as well, you might... I don't know. I don't know what happens to Everton. I can't see Gay performing this season. Age is getting to him and he'll start to become a bit unfit throughout the season. I mean, he's 36, isn't he? This is the thing. There's no way he should be being relied on anyway at this stage. But apparently the difficulty at the minute in negotiations. I was watching Toffee TV were talking about it. Ped and Baz were talking about it on Toffee TV, and I follow quite a few of the others. The Blue Room and stuff like that, talking about Gay and apparently the hold up in negotiations is that there's a disagreement over contract length. Everton only want to offer him 1 year, and Gay's looking at it and going, well, I want 2 because after this I'm probably going to retire, so I want 2 years. I want the guarantee of 2 years, and he's not signing for anything other than 2. So there's that sticking point, and I think Everton do need him though. If you don't have Gay in that midfield, then there's a bit of a hole there. I think it's a bit of a hole. I think didn't he get Player of the Season last year, or he was certainly one of the contenders for Player of the Season. I think Gay gets a contract extension 2 years. Yeah, I was going to say that's the question, innit? Aston King, did you watch Spain v Germany? We did, mate. Yeah, we did. It was a wonderful game. Wonderful game. 6-5. One of the best games we've seen on this channel. One of the most watched streams we've done on this channel as well. Thousands were watching with us. Morgie, the Prodigy, is going back on tour at the moment, and how exciting is that? Really, I didn't know. Obviously the front man's not around anymore, is he? So, yeah, hopefully be good to see him back on tour. Shay472, Atleti Pen, possibly. You should watch this Atleti game after it's been decent. Yeah, I was going to say we might do. There's 5 minutes left in this one. It's 3-1 Netherlands. Maybe after it we might stick Atleti on for half an hour or 45 minutes for the second half. Joseph, yeah, one player of the season, so consistent, but he won't perform next season. And who are you putting in midfield? You've not really got too many in midfield, have you? Lindstrom's gone back, hasn't he? Lindstrom's gone back. Obviously, you've made Alcaraz permanent, but I don't know, mate. You've got a hole in that midfield. There's only really James Garner in there, and it feels like you need maybe 4 or 5 others now. If Decore's gone, Garner's gone. Sorry, Shell, what's your opinion on Juventus? I don't really know what to make of Juventus. It feels like they're all over the place a little bit, Juventus, aren't they? We need at least 8 signings this season. So many holes within the starting 11 now. No, I agree. I totally agree, mate. And this is why I've said, like, a few people have asked me on the channel, like, just to level with, a few people have asked, who do you think could get relegated next season? And I said that I think at least one of the promoted sides will stay up. I think Leeds have got a chance. I think Burnley have got a chance. I really, really like Sunderland, but I just don't think they will. I think they will go, and I think they'll go quite easily in the end. Leeds and Burnley, there's talent there, and they've got a resilience to them. So I think they might be a bit different. It's not going to be like last season. And And then the question is, which of the remaining sort of Premier League teams is the one or two could go down? And I think what I said at the time anyway was I think West Ham, Graham Potter, West Ham, that feels a little bit disjointed. I think he might end up moving on during the season. It doesn't look like there's all a lot going on there with West Ham. All isn't right there. Brentford, possibly. We don't know what happens with Thomas Frank leaving. They're hiring Keith Andrews. Keith Andrews has never managed before. They're losing maybe Brian and Burmo. They're maybe losing Wisser. There's some big players who are going to leave the club as well as all the coaching staff and the manager. You never know how teams adapt to that. I think Wolves, potentially losing Cunha, losing Aït-Nouri. And I said Everton as well. Everton losing the best part of half a squad, right? You've lost like 10 players, 8, 9, 10 players, something like that, due to the end of contracts, due to the end of loans. All of these players have left, and Everton haven't got a massive amount of money. You've got a little bit, don't get me wrong, but you've not got a lot of money to replace all of those players. So imagine at some point what's going to have to happen with David Moyes is he's going to look at it and go, well, we need bodies, right? We need bodies. So what are we going to do? Let's go and get, like Kenny Tete, let's go and get some players in who are experienced, who are free or cheap. And if you can go and get some contract expiries just to boost the squad up a little bit, then you can spend the actual money that you've got, you can spend it on the key areas, can't you? And I think that's what Everton need to do. But there's a real chance if Everton don't get those signings right, yeah, they could be back down there again. They've been circling the hole for a long time now, Everton. And last season was better once Moyes came in. But they've been down and around the bottom. But like I said, I don't think they'll go down. I just think that they're one of maybe 3 or 4 who could be dragged into it. Cheers, Joseph. Take it easy, mate. You too. Have a nice night. Morgie, when was the last time you went to a Prodigy concert? Let me know. I've never been. Shell, I want Bremer back and get Gatti back to his form and get rid of Kelly. Fionn Reedy, what's your opinion on Arsenal being linked with everyone and not signing anyone? I mean, it's still early, mate. You've got to remember it's early days for Arsenal. But I'm not blown away by the quality of the people that they're targeting as well. Zubamendi, Gyökeres, none of these are players that are going to really carry Arsenal to a title. So I think Arsenal are going to struggle to get anywhere near City and Liverpool this season. I think, if anything, they're more likely to fall away and Chelsea will be on the tail. So we'll see. We shall see. Jake, Mackems have a good young squad, but experience is not enough. Leeds, bad manager, and it's chaos now. They play, I think, if anyone is, it's Burnley. Jake, think Everton should come get Callum Wilson and Longstaff. Longstaff is one they're targeting, right? On the road. Good to see you, mate. How's it going? Good to see you, mate, again. Yeah, fantastic. Love all that. Twisted Fate. Top 5 teams you have seen, for example, 98-99 United. Top 5 teams I've seen, I would say Chelsea 04-05, Man United 07-08, Liverpool 19-20, City 18-19, City 18-19, Liverpool 19-20. I think they were the best two in ever, to be honest. Man United 2007-8 or 2000 about then, when they won the 3 titles back to back, they were incredible. Chelsea 04, 05, 05, 06. So they're my top 4 for sure. And then after that, you could flip a coin because there's a lot of others. Arsenal were brilliant. Arsenal were fantastic. Obviously, you look at the Invincibles team; they were great. Yeah, there's a few. And Man United's treble side as well, of course. You'd have to look at them. Romania with a shot from distance. Nice and easy save there. BM Karen, how is Zepiqueno Redmond playing? He's just come on about 20 minutes ago. He's not really had too many chances. He's not really touched the ball, if I'm dead honest. Right, 2 minutes left to go. And maybe once this one's done, I think we probably do switch over and we try and put... maybe we put the Club World Cup on for 45 minutes or so. Might be worth it. What do we think? Can't hurt, can it? Flick on. Chance for Romania. Must be. Oh, cleared away. Cleared away. Could have been an equaliser. Well, not an equaliser, but 3-2. There's a chance there. Off the post for Romania. Oh, my God. They've lived dangerously in the last 10 minutes, Netherlands, you know. They've lived really dangerously. Romania have played really, really well in the last 10. And again, do you know what? It's kind of symptomatic of this entire tournament. Netherlands 3-0 up. And I said this earlier. I think Netherlands will beat Spain. Why? Because Netherlands are able to manage the game and see the game out. Well, that's completely not what's happened, is it? It's not what's happened. Netherlands have been 3-0 up, and then all of a sudden, they've just collapsed. They've conceded a goal, and Romania have hit the post. They could have had a penalty. This could have very easily been 3-3. Very, very easily. It's been a mad performance. It's been a mad performance. BMC, what about Robert, or what about Mark Vakil? Yeah, he went off as well, mate. He did all right. He started the game. He did okay. Not fantastic, but he started tiring and they took him off. Ben, are you going to do the rest of the other games? What do you mean the rest of the other games? That's how we live, dangerously low. Right, there you go. It's full time here. Netherlands are into the final against Spain. We will be watching that final in just a few days' time. I'll add that to my schedule on YouTube. So if you are watching and you want to check it out, go and check us out on YouTube. Go and click Premier League Dad. Go and click follow up here if you're on TikTok, and you'll see the schedule that we've added. Seattle. I don't know if it's worth watching Seattle and PSG or Atletico against Botafogo, to be honest. What is it? Is it half time? It's in half time in those two, isn't it? Right. So 0-0 Atleti, 1-0 PSG. All right, here. Tell you what, we'll put a poll on. I'll end the poll on YouTube, right? And we'll put a poll up. You can vote. You can vote, and you can tell me. Get over to YouTube and you can vote in this, and we can decide what game we watch, right? It's 1-0 to PSG, Twisted Fate. It's not 2, it's only 1. Right, so which game should we put on? Right, so Atleti Madrid versus Botafogo. Right, or Seattle Sounders. Come on, Seattle! Right, start poll. They're the games we can watch. Get over to YouTube and vote. Let me know which game you think we should watch, and I will put that on. We'll do a vote, and if you let me know which one you want to watch, we'll end the vote at 9 o'clock. You got 4 minutes. Get over to YouTube and vote. Let me know which game we should be watching. Seattle Sounders against PSG or Atletico Madrid against Botafogo. It's currently 0-0 in the Atletico Madrid-Botafogo game, and it's 1-0 in the PSG v Seattle Sounders game. So let me know which one you're thinking. I want to know which one you think it'll be. Or which one you think we should do, because I'm happy to do either, to be honest. I'll happily put either of them on. Chimey, I have a bet on them. Fight and win. Kieran, how's it going, Kieran? Good to see you, mate. How's your tooth? Are you better? Have you been on any walks today? Right, let me reset the scoreboard, because we'll need to put that scoreboard to whatever team it is that we're actually watching. So I'll need to delete all that. Right, there you go. Let me know which one we're watching then. We've got 2 minutes to vote. You got 90 seconds to vote. 90 seconds to vote. Get over to YouTube and vote. Let me know which one you think we should be watching. We've got a watch along to happen. I mean, to be honest, as it stands, it's looking like it's going to be PSG. But it's only been four. Only 4 of you have voted here. Only 4 of you have voted. Twisted Fate, what other platform are you streaming on? Mate, I'm streaming on all of them. I'm streaming on all of them. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok and X and Facebook and Instagram, and I think that's it, actually. YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, I think that's it. Kieran, of course, been on my walks today. Do feel fine and fitter. Nice, and my tooth is all good. Thanks, mate. Nice, good work. Love all that. Fantastic. I need you to vote. We've got 75% saying PSG. I'm dead honest. I think Atletico Madrid. I want to watch Atletico, but people are saying PSG. People are saying PSG. Twitch, yes, sorry, Twitch as well. I forgot Twitch. I am on Twitch as well. Right, well, it's looking like it's going to be PSG. 1 second, let me change the old setup, and we'll get going for PSG if that's what it's going to be. I'm not best pleased about it. Like, I'd much rather have watched Atletico, to be honest. But hey, I'm not bothered. You guys are the boss. You can tell me. You're the boss. If you're saying you want PSG, then PSG is what it is. That's what we'll have to do. Robert, do a TikTok poll too. Yeah, go on. We could do a TikTok poll. Go on, actually. How can I do a TikTok poll? I don't know if I can do it on here. Can I do a TikTok poll on here? Poll, here we go. Oh, I can do a poll. Custom poll. Standard. Start. Right, here we go. 2 minutes poll. Oh, what's going on? No, that's not the poll. That's not what I want. Ignore that. End that. Manage poll. Oh, the question. There you go. Create new. That's what I wanted. Right. Which game should we watch? Right. Is it Atleti 0-0 Botafogo or Seattle 0-1 PSG? Right. We've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, let's vote. Right, is that on now? Is that actually on? Right, perfect. People vote. People are voting. People are actually voting. Watch both. I can't watch both. To be honest, what is it even on? Is it on Channel 5 or is it on... Well, it depends. I guess they're both on DAZN, aren't they? So I'll have to put DAZN on. I can't even put the app. I've got to get the DAZN app on. Come on. Okay. Right. Here we go. We're underway. There's literally been one vote. Garrett, thank you very much, Garrett. Really appreciate that, Garrett. Thank you very much for that, sir. Let me know which one you want to watch. Let me know which game you want to watch. We need to know. We've got 50 seconds to decide. If I'm dead honest, it's still looking like it's going to be PSG. Kieran, imagine watching Seattle beating PSG. What a game that will be. Okay, fine. Right, it's decided then. We'll watch that. I don't agree, but, you know, what do I know? We'll watch PSG against Seattle. Come on, Seattle. Fight and win. Right, Seattle Sounders. I assume they're wearing their lovely lime green colour kit. Robert Atleti's winning on TikTok. I know, mate, but unfortunately PSG is winning comfortably on YouTube as well. So, sorry to say, it's looking like it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be. Yeah. PSG. Got 3 votes, all for PSG. Oh, sorry, all votes for Atleti. And it was the same on YouTube, I think. Was it? Was it the same on YouTube? Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'd have swung the other way. But what would it have been? 3 votes to Atleti. Oh, right. So it would have been 4 votes to 3. So then it is Atleti. It is Atleti. We're doing Atleti then. I'm sorry. We're doing Atleti. 3 votes on TikTok. 4 on YouTube. And Seattle, because we've only got, for Christ, everyone's abandoned ship after that Netherlands game. And Seattle and PSG have lost. So it's going to be... It's going to be... It's going to be the old Atleti game. Atleti against Botafogo. That's what we're watching. Which, to be honest, I much prefer. I'm kind of glad we've won that one, lads and lasses. Thank you for your help in achieving the vote. Right, Atletico Madrid. So, club badges, Spanish clubs, Atletico, and then Botafogo, who will be in the white and black kit, I'm guessing. Club badges, Club World Cup. Where's Botafogo? Where is Botafogo? Come on. Right. Okay. So, not Seattle Sounders. Atletico Madrid v Botafogo. Join live. There you go. We're on. Come on. We're off and underway. And we need to go to get the clock updated to the actual time. Botafogo about to get this massive win up the 5 stripes. Robert Kee, get your bed quilt ready. This is going to be a yawn fest. You think so? You think so? Tsunami, always welcome in the Bends. Adoomy, how's it going, Adoomy? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Who's playing? We're watching Atletico Madrid against Botafogo. Right, close poll. I tried. I don't mind either. 1 second. Chimey's happy. There you go. Chimey's happy. I have a bet on them. I've got Atletico as well. Yeah, I've got Atleti. So, I'm happy with that. Right, let's end that poll. We'll end that one. Let's get a new poll going. Let's get a new... I mean, to be honest, no one's going to come in the YouTube channel now, to be honest. Nobody's coming into that. Garrett, I'm going to the Bayern v Benfica game tomorrow. Nice. We're going to be watching that live on here as well. So that'll be good fun. PSG have just kicked off. What are the stats in this Botafogo Atleti game? It's looking like it's going to be... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Atleti looks like they're in control, I would guess. Seems like in a pretty decent kind of way. Oh, Alan's playing. Alan and Alex Tellez. 2 ex-Premier League players playing. And 2 future Premier League players playing with Jair and Igor Jesus, who are both about to join Nottingham Forest. I like that Atleti kit. That one's very nice, that Atleti kit, isn't it? Really like that. Oh, thanks, Garrett. Cheers, man. Good to have you. Thank you, mate. It's going to be 97 degrees at the kickoff tomorrow. Wow. No way. Oh, Garrett, I've just seen you've wanted to be a guest. Mate, I'd love to, but I can't. Oh, you've took it back now. Okay. I would love to, but we're live on YouTube now as well on a different camera, basically. So I would happily have people on as guests on TikTok, but the problem is it looks mad everywhere else then, because everywhere else is like, who's he talking to? I can't even see what's going on. Right, Griezmann's about to come on here for Atleti. Griezmann's coming on. Kieran, I swear there is a team called the Police FC, but where are they? Yes, this is random. No, there is. Yeah, there is. The Police. To be honest, there's quite a few teams who are the Police. I can't remember which country it is. I'm sure there's an African team which are the Police FC. There's one in Trinidad and Tobago. There you go, Police FC, Trinidad and Tobago. Metropolitan Police Football Club is a football club in Surrey in England as well. But yeah, there you go. There are police football clubs around the world. In fact, there you go. There's 46. There are 46 police clubs around the world. Nepal Police Club. Police FC in Uganda, Police FC in Trinidad, Police FC in Guyana, AS Police in Benin, Sri Lanka Police Club. There's loads of them. Absolutely loads of police club football teams. Right, we're off for the second half here. We need Atleti to win. I've got to be honest. I'm praying for an Atleti winner here. Praying for an Atleti winner. Knock that down now, can I? Yeah, I can. There you go. Botafogo masterclass incoming, says Garrett. We shall see. I'm rooting for Atleti. I'm rooting for Atleti. I really am. But I'm intrigued to see the likes of Jair and Igor Jesus, who have just signed for Nottingham Forest. There's obviously lots thought about them. So yeah, really intrigued to see how they get on. Twisted Fate, so that's where all the police was when I got mugged. Kieran, sorry, that was random. Mate, no problem. Listen, this is it. I love all the random shouts. Let me know what you're thinking. It's all good. To be honest, this is kind of the mad side, the mad part of the streams where like we've finished the game that we've got on the thumbnail. The thumbnail game has finished, and we're now just doing kind of the second half of a game that was already ongoing. So nobody on YouTube or any other place really is going to click on this. Because if they click on it, they're going to click on it thinking it's Netherlands and Romania, which is already finished. So there's the chat and everything is going to go very, very quiet. So this is random time for us. This is all good. We can chat about whatever you want. I'm chill. Let's talk about whatever. Kieran, I'm still calling Seattle to beat PSG. No chance. See, I've got PSG to win that and Seattle under 2 goals. This one, I've just got Atleti or draw. Alvarez with the corner here. It looks absolutely baking there, though, doesn't it? Absolutely, like, just boiling hot. Great ball in, cleared away by the keeper. Oh, that's poor. That's really poor, isn't it, from Botafogo there? That's too easy, really. Switch over to the far side for Atleti. Griezmann, unlucky. Twisted fate. Botafogo could be a huge surprise team in this Club World Cup. I'm not sure. I think that's purely because of the result against PSG. I just don't think they are. I think that was a bit of a shock result. I'm not sure they're a particularly good team, though. If an underdog team win the Club World Cup, who would you want it to be? I mean, I wouldn't mind any of them to be. I'd quite like if you was telling me that that's a pen. That's got to be a pen, ref. Do you know what? He stayed on his feet there. That's shocking, that. He stayed on his feet there. He's got to get a pen. Why are they not giving him a penalty for that? He got chopped in the penalty area and stayed on his feet. That's a pen. That is a penalty. Robert, is Curtis Jones went to Miami realistic, Key? No, mate, it's not. Curtis Jones isn't going to go to the MLS, is he? Not at 23 or 24, whatever he is. He's just started playing for England. He isn't going to sign for Inter Miami. He's going to stay in a Premier League or go to a big team in a big league. Not in the MLS. Cleared behind. It's going to be another corner. Oh no, it's already gone out of play. It's just goal kick. Goal kick to Atleti. Could it be in the foreseeable future you think you could learn tips off the go to Messi and Suarez? I don't know what you mean, mate. Could it be in the foreseeable future you think could learn tips off the... As in Curtis Jones? No. In the foreseeable future, Messi and Suarez will be retired, so he'll have nothing to learn from it, will he? Kieran, I'm saying a bold statement. Everton are getting relegated next season. Mate, honestly, it's not that bold. It's not that bold. They've been circling the drain for a long time. A long time. They've been floating around those relegation spots for years now, and they've managed to, by hook or by crook, just about stay up a few times, and they've now lost a lot of players. A lot of players have all gone, and they've got no transfer fees for them either, remember. No transfer fees for Begovic has gone. He was the backup keeper. They've got rid of, or rather they've lost Michael Keane. They've lost Ashley Young. Seamus Coleman's kind of gone as well. They've lost Abdoulaye Doucouré. They're going to lose Idrissa Gana Gueye, I would imagine. They've lost Breuer, Mangala, Harrison. Who else have they lost up front? Calvert-Lewin, 10. So there's 10 players that Everton have lost. Lindstrom as well, yeah, very good shout. Lindstrom as well, so that's 11. There you go, so there's 11 players that Everton have lost who all played football last season for them, quite a bit as well. 11 footballers that have all left Everton, and they have got £0 back for them. So they've brought one player in so far in terms of Kenny Tete as a right back. But there's a whole of 11 players in Everton's squad. If Everton had to play a pre-season friendly now, I'm not sure who they'd pick. I'm not sure what team they'd pick. And if we was to agree now, if we was to all say between us, what is the going rate for a good Premier League player now? What would you have to pay to pick up a good, reliable, solid, workman-like Premier League player? The average price, bare minimum. You're talking at least 15 to 20, aren't you? And I mean the bare minimum. Most would argue, actually, you're looking closer to 25 to 30. But 15 to 20 million is the going rate for just an average Premier League player nowadays. You don't get top players for 15 million quid really anymore. But let's say 15 million. Let's say the lower end of that ballpark, right? 15 million quid per player times 10. That means Everton need to spend 150 million quid just to try and replace the talent that they've lost for nothing. I'm not sure they've got 150 million quid. I think they're probably going to need to sell Jared Branthwaite to raise maybe half of that. And then all of a sudden, then they could maybe go and get those types of players in, and maybe they throw 80 million at it, 90 million at it. But it's going to be a difficult season for them if they have to rely again on frees, loans, cheap players from here and there. It's going to be a tough season for Everton. It's going to be a tough old season for them again, I think. They could sell Dwight McNeil. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad shout. Joe Stowe, they would have got some money. How would they have got some money? Money from who? They've not got money for losing players on a free contract, mate. Once the player's contract ends, that's it. Robert, what foreign team do you think he would go to other than PSG, Bayern, Barca, Atleti Real, and the main team? What foreign team do I think Curtis Jones would go to? Maybe Inter? Maybe AC? Maybe Juve? I don't know, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of good teams that'd take him. I think Atleti would take him. Robert, I'm making a bold statement. West Ham are getting relegated next season. Joe Silo, Sue, how's it going? Good to see you, Joe. Alcaraz could help them a bit. Alcaraz maybe could help them a bit, but I'm not sure he's like a game-changing player, is he? What is going on here? What is this referee doing? What on earth is happening here? It's going to be a sub coming on for Botafogo. Twisted Fate, save me. Apparently swap deal Garnacho for Nkunku. Please be fake rumours. Would you hate that? Garnacho for Nkunku would be mad. That would be mad. Robert, I mean, he was against us. Whipped in from Alvarez. Flicked in. Cleared away. That's going to be a corner. He's give a corner. Alex Telles is raging, but he's give a corner. Oh no, he's give a goal kick. They've overridden him. Goal kick to Botafogo. They've knocked it long. Right, there you go. I've just started a poll on YouTube. See what people think, to be honest. I don't think there's going to be too many votes on it, but we'll see what people think about it. If you want Gordon and Isak, we get Diaz and Jota. That's fair. Joe, don't get him started on Isak, mate, please. Joe, you absolutely hate it, you, don't you? Why can't we chat about Isak? Does it really upset you? Does it really get you annoyed that when we talk about him? It's only a bit of back and forth. It's only a bit of banter, mate. It's all good. It's only a bit of banter. Don't need to get stressy. I'm only playing, mate. I'm only playing. I listen, like I said, you've got to let me get me Alexander Isak bed sheets when he does sign. Correa's come on for... Is it Alvarez who's gone off? Correa for Alvarez. Mate, we're going down the grain train if he goes. Do you really think that, though? Like, surely if you sell Darwin Núñez, surely if you sell Isak, you can replace him and adequately spread the rest of the funds round to other areas of the pitch. Like, you've got a very good midfield. You've told me many, many times. You've got good fullbacks. You've told me many, many times. You need a couple of centre-backs. You need a keeper. And you probably need a centre-forward if Isak goes. Maybe a right winger as well. You have got money, I think, there that you could put towards... Isak goes, you go and get maybe a decent centre-forward and go and get some other young talent in. I don't think that would make it Newcastle... That would probably be smart money for Newcastle. But you're not... I mean, the idea that you get 200 million for him is laughable. It's 2-0 to PSG. Seattle Sounders 0, PSG 2. I told you that game was a dud. That was the one we weren't going to watch. I mean, I would have watched it. I would have watched it if you'd have said in the vote. If the vote had said PSG, I would have watched PSG. But I'm glad we've not watched it. Because it's 2-0 to PSG now. And that game's long since finished. It's going to make other players leave. I can sense it. Sporting director doesn't know what day it is. Well, yeah, I mean, look, the thing is, though, so here's the thing, I kind of get where you're coming from, mate, because if Isak was to leave, again, you know, parallel universe, of course, it's not going to happen, but let's say it did happen, and Isak leaves, yes, I could see then the likes of Gordon, Livramento, maybe Bruno, maybe Tonali, would look and be a bit like... This isn't really the ambition that I was expecting from this club. This is not what I signed up for. Maybe I'll start to think about moving on myself. And yes, I can understand why you would get concerned about that. The flip side of that conversation is also, though, that if you're Alexander Isak now at Newcastle, you're sat there thinking, this isn't the level of ambition I signed up for. Like, I was told we'll be competing and we're here to win tiny titles and win things. As in the big things. I'm not talking about the Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup, huge trophy for Newcastle. I get it. Great. Fantastic. It's a piece of silverware. But it's also, ultimately, we all know it's the fourth choice of the 4 trophies you can win in a normal season. Like, if you get knocked out of it, if Liverpool, City, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, if any of us get knocked out with the Carabao Cup, it's not good, it's not nice, but it's also not the end of the world. It's the least wanted trophy. I'm not playing it down. It was great for Newcastle. It really was. It was absolutely fantastic. It was a great day, and I'm so pleased that Newcastle won it. It was a wonderful moment for them, and I'm absolutely made up that they won it. Even if it was against us. Great. But what I'm saying is that's not what Isak wants, is it? Like, let's be straight. That isn't what Isak wants. He wants Premier Leagues, he wants Champions Leagues, he wants to compete. And if he's looking around now, he's thinking, hang on a minute. We wanted Mbermo, he's been in us off. We wanted Gay, he's been in us off. All these targets that I was maybe talked to, and, these are the players we're looking at, now all of a sudden it looks like we're not getting them. So, I think that's going to be something that Isak has to consider. We're signing Tim Krul, a Spanish wonderkid from the middle of nowhere, and a Japanese wonderkid. Robert Tonali already dedicated next season to the club as he's already repaying us for the ban he's had already. Said that. No skill Aaron, Atletico v Botafogo getting down to crunch time. Newcastle fans are too big for their boots. They need humbling, says Aaron, the Manchester United fan, who is notoriously humble. Manchester United fans, known worldwide, of course, for their humility. Chimey Bayern, right, okay. Twisted Fate, my vote is more so hope than it is. It's more so hope than it is who will win. PSG 2-0. Right, okay. Twisted Fate, we need money for Garnacho. I would absolutely hate that. Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I think Nkunku's a really weird signing for United, though. Robert, stay humble, eh? No skill Aaron and Bermo bid, you just wait on Amarim. No, Joe Stoll says you may probably blame everything on the Glazers. We will be arriving, oh no. Right, a couple of changes for Botafogo to try and get back into some sort of a winning position. It's still 0-0, but it's just feeling like an Atleti goal is incoming. It's not feeling like Botafogo are anywhere close to winning this, to be honest. The Paul's just gone off and Koke has come on. Koke is about to come on. Twisted Fate, what I don't get is Newcastle conceded 7 less than United and their defence gets praise. Ours gets blamed for league finish when in fact we couldn't score. There's room for improvement, but they ain't bad. Do you know what I think it is, mate? I guess everyone thinks different, but I think with United and with Newcastle, to be honest, it's not necessarily about, they conceded this, therefore their defence is the best. Like Arsenal's defence, look at Arsenal. Arsenal's defence is absolutely impeccable in terms of goals conceded. I think they had the fewest goals conceded last season, right? But they also had loads of draws and games where they dropped points and they were miles off the title race. So what that shows is not necessarily that they don't have a good defence. They do have a good defence. But they also have a major issue in balancing defence and attack. They can't quite get that balance right because they're too defensive, they're too rigid. So it's not that they've got a great defence, it's that they are too defensive. It's kind of the same with Man United and with Newcastle. I think Man United they've not got a crap attack. I think what happened last season with Man United is Amarim looked at it and went, right, we have it. Oh, that was a good chance, a really good save from Igor Jesus, and great save from Oblak, puts it behind. It's going to be a corner to Botafogo. I think Amarim looked at Man United last season and I think he went, do you know what? Where are we least vulnerable, or where are we better, defence or attack? Where have we got the best players? Where have we got the players who I can trust the most? Defence or attack? And I think he looked at it and he thought, I can't hang my hat on them attackers. I can't hang my hat on them. I can't say that if one chance comes in a game, those attackers will score the winner for me if it's a big chance. I can't say that. Whereas I think if we set up in a low block and we try and create some chances for those attackers, we can draw more games than we'll lose. And I think that's what he tried to do with United for a lot of last season. They conceded a lot of goals because I think it's in his nature to open up and take risks. That's what he did with Sporting, isn't it? But I think he knows that United's the balance isn't quite right, the same as it maybe wasn't with Newcastle. They were far too forward thinking at times, and they scored quite a lot, but the defence was, like you say, it wasn't all that much better than United's. Even though defensively, I would say, man for man, Newcastle's defence is better than United's. United's defence ain't a problem. It's the last thing to worry about. They're all shit. The attackers, they need to go. Mate, the defence is all shit, though. The defence is all crap. How can you say that the defence is nothing to worry about? The United defence is not a top 6 defence. If you look at the United defence, tell me one player in that United defence who gets in another top 6 side. Doesn't. Doesn't. There's none of him. I mean, sorry, Yoro. You think Lenny Yoro's the second reborn of Maldini? So there's only there you go, Yoro. I knew you'd say Yoro. Delict is crap. Mazraoui, he's better at wing back, and that's only because Delor's useless. Dorgu, waste of money. Absolute waste of money. Dreadful. Least thing to worry about by a mile. Crawford, do you think my team Ipswich will come back up next season? I do, Crawford. Yeah, we've been talking about that quite a bit on the channel here today. Actually, we were saying which teams do we think come back up from the Championship, and I think Ipswich are a certainty. You got too many good players there that you should walk the Championship. You should walk it. No, Scalaran Delict is not crap. He is crap, mate. He's awful. Absolutely dreadful. Same with Maguire. Same with Martinez. They're not great players. They're not players Man United should have. They're not players who should be anywhere near the top 6. You can't hang your hat on them. They've all made regular mistakes last season. This is great play by Atletico down the right-hand side. Not good enough with the final ball, though. Yet again, not good enough. Twisted Fate, Mazraoui, cost us 17 million, by the way. So for price to performances, he's the best in our team. I would agree. I would agree that Mazraoui is a reliable player. Has actually been not a bad signing at all. But I don't think he's not a centre back. I don't think he's the right wing back that Amorim wants, if you know what I mean. I think he expects more out of his right wing back than Mazraoui can give. He's not a centre back. He's a right wing back, isn't he? Or he's a right back. He's a right back, Mazraoui. That's where he's played his best stuff. The problem is, I don't think he's going to play at right centre back, and I don't think he's going to play him at right back. He's going to end up playing Amad Diallo at right wing back, and he's going to end up putting any one of a number of players at right centre back. Maybe Yoro. Maybe Yoro stays there. No, Scalaran, he didn't have a great or consistent run of games. When he did, he was great. James, LUFC, I wish Liverpool well. I'm really fond of them. Wouldn't mind Simicast from yous. Nice. Listen, Leeds likewise. Yeah, likewise with Leeds as well. Simicast, I don't know. Simicast, we are going to sell Simicast. Hopefully to maybe another Premier League club. I think he deserves it. Simicast is well loved at Liverpool. We call him the Greek Scouser. He scored the winner in, I think, 2 cup finals for us now. Sure, he scored the winner for us in 2 cup finals via penalty shootout. He's a really, really solid defender. He's just not quite what we need to help us push on and win the title. He's never quite nailed down a starting spot. But he can cross a ball. He's good going forward and very, very reliable defensively. So there's a bargain there for someone with Simicast. He's not a bad player at all. Very, very good player. No Scalaran Mazza is a good squad player to have as a utility player. I would agree. Yeah, he can fill in, but that's all he is, isn't he? He's not my argument is, mate, is that your best defender is Mazraoui. Your best defender is Mazraoui, and he's a utility player. He's not. Amorim isn't going to put him in the squad. So your best player, your best defender isn't even going to be in his starting 11. That's my take. Yoro still young, you know. He's had some moments where he's been good, some moments where he's been a bit rash and a bit all over the place. Maybe in a good team, you know, he could settle, he could improve, whatever. But he needs time, Yoro. He's not the finished article yet. Whereas you look at Maguire alongside him, hasn't really got the legs anymore. You look at Martinez, broken. You look at Delict, again, most of the time broken when he does play, a little bit all over the place, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't know. United have they're all over the place with the defence. Delor's not right. Dorgu's not right. Shaw's not right. Heaven is not solid. He's okay. Again, young player. You can't argue. We're talking about Man United here. I hate to sound like Roy Keane, but Aidan Heaven should be nowhere near a Man United starting 11. Nowhere near. 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 Nowhere ne And if you've got any ambitions of getting in the top 6, no, he shouldn't even really be on the subs bench. But he will be. He will be. Jack AFCB, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Heaven is quality. He's really not. Give me Bastoni and Hincapié. Yeah, look, I bet Man United fans would like Bastoni and Hincapié. But you're not going to sign them. They're not going to come to Man United, are they? Jack, give us Kirkes back. Kirkes. Listen, you've got Truffert. Truffert's a good player. You'll do well with Truffert next season. Heaven is not good. What are they talking about? Aaron, Bastoni. Why would Bastoni go from Inter Milan to Manchester United when you've not got Champions League football next season? Why? You'd also skint. I mean, that's by the by. How much do you think you're getting Bastoni for? How much do you think you're paying for Bastoni in this current window? Because whatever it is, it's more than you can afford. Manchester United are not signing Bastoni, and they ain't signing Hincapié for exactly the same reason. Just like Cunha and Mbeumo did, the United name still carries weight. Well, Mbeumo hasn't signed, for one. Cunha did because he was a Man United fan growing up. And also because you were paying him an extortionate amount of money. Same as you've done with loads of people. I respect Liverpool and Kirkes. It was obvious he wanted Liverpool. We've known it ages. He gives us hints. Oh, mate, we was kind of a little bit annoyed about that as a Liverpool fan base. I don't like that. I don't like that he kind of disrespected Bournemouth a bit towards the end. All he did was talk about Liverpool before he'd left. What do you think Cunha is being paid? He's being paid a lot more than he did for Wolves, I'll tell you that. I mean, for Mbeumo's being offered 5 times his salary, isn't he? 50 grand a week he's on at Brentford. 250 you've offered him. Christ, we're only paying Wirtz 195. You're offering 250 to Brian Mbeumo. That's why he's going. Kieran Baines, live score just said, Mbeumo, Man United have improved their offers to 60 million. But that won't get him. That won't get him. Twisted Fate, Heaven is good in terms of being young and potential. He's not dog awful. No, I'm not saying he's dog awful, but he's also not like... Again, young and potential doesn't mean jack shit, really, does it? Like, let's be straight. Young and potential only means that you've got potential. Potential could be... There's a lot of players who don't realise their potential, isn't there? A lot of players who don't realise their potential. There's no way you believe that. Google it. Have a look. It's already out there. Apparently Man United have agreed terms with him at 250 grand a week. Jack, I think he just made a mistake about how he went about it. He just jumped at an opportunity of moving to a bigger and better club. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Bournemouth, I really like Andoni Iraola. Love Andoni Iraola. Top manager. And I'm a little bit concerned, I guess, next season with the fact you've sold 4 out of your back 5, haven't you? You've sold... Kepa's gone to Arsenal. Obviously went on back to Chelsea, then to Arsenal. So you've lost your goalkeeper. You're going to lose Zabarnyi to PSG. You've lost Hyson to Madrid, and now you've lost Kirkes to Liverpool. Shows how good your defence was last season, actually, that, doesn't it? Shows how good Bournemouth's defence was last season, that you had Kirkes, Hyson, Zabarnyi, and Kepa, all of whom are going to be playing in the Champions League next season. For big teams as well. Big teams, big clubs. Maybe Kepa doesn't play and start at Arsenal, but he's a good keeper, isn't he? Very good keeper. Jack, knowing us, we'll buy a randomer and he'll be class. Zab was better than Hyson, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, well, no, actually, I don't agree with that. I would never have said he was better. But I did say last season when a lot of people were saying, Hyson, what about Hyson? Where do you think he's going? Great player, blah, blah, blah. I said, you want to watch his mate as well, His mate will be on the move as well. It's not just going to be Hyson. They'll be after him as well. He's only a young lad, isn't he, Zabarnyi? 22, 23. Good young player. And again, yeah, as you said, knowing Bournemouth, it's almost certain what will happen at Bournemouth is you'll go out and you'll sign... whoever, some unknown, relatively unknown centre-back, and they'll be a world beater. So you might end up going out and getting someone like Mosquera, maybe, from Valencia. Or the lad from Bruges. What's his name? What's the lad from Bruges? The centre-back from Bruges you've been linked with? forget his name now. No skill, Aaron Semenyo, and Zab will leave as well. Yeah, Semenyo, I don't think Semenyo will, actually. I think the fact that they've sold so many in terms of the defence, I don't think they need to sell Semenyo. They don't need to concede sort of... Like, Semenyo's a good player, but I don't think they'll sell him for any less than what Mbeumo and Cunha are going for, which is like 65, 70 million. That's the ballpark now, isn't it, for those players? Eze, Cunha, and Mbeumo, Semenyo, they'll all go 65 to 70 million, thereabouts, and no one's paying that for Semenyo. They're not paying that. Not in a window where Eze is still available. Like, as good as Semenyo is, Eze is better, isn't he? Eze is better. And as good as Semenyo is, and Mbeumo's better. So, I think there's two players who'll go before him, and I actually think Semenyo ends up staying at Bournemouth. Joe, have you seen that Scalvini wants to come to us? Oh, go on. Where's the rumour that Scalvini wants to come to Newcastle? Newcastle rivalling Euro Giants for exciting Serie A start. Yeah, listen, again, I think he's a good young player, Scalvini, but whether or not you're actually able to get him, there's a few who'll want him, you know. There's a few who'll want him. But Scalvini would be a good signing for Newcastle, for sure. Come on, Atletico, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. All I want is a goal off you. 80th minute, we've watched this. You told me to stay and watch this junk. This absolute garbage Club World Cup. Oh, stay around and watch it. It's good. It's entertaining. It's interesting. Honestly. Maybe my dopamine is just broken after watching those under-19 games where it's goal, late goal, comeback. You know, it's just goals all over the place and lots of attacking football. This is crap, this. This is dreadful. Absolutely shite. No skill, Aaron. I think Spurs will chase him. I think Spurs get Eze before they get Semenyo. Botafogo are in here. Chance. Miles wide. It's going to be a corner, I think. It'll be a corner. Oh, do me a favour. There's 20 of you watching this on TikTok. Do me a favour. Take 2 seconds. Just do me a favour if you haven't already. Just go over to YouTube. Just go over to YouTube and follow and like Premier League Dad. Just give us a subscribe on YouTube. That's all. It takes 2 seconds. Go on. Do it for us. Be sound. Be a nice, good lad. Be a gent. Do the right thing. Been live for fucking 6 hours today. And Nkunku plus Santos for Ghana is a deal. You're not getting Nkunku and Santos. Like, where do you get these valuations from? You just, honestly, it's madness. Absolute madness. Come on, Atleti. Free kick here, last 10 minutes. I would be a little bit peed off though if you somehow managed to get Andre Santos out of Chelsea. Because it would solve that midfield issue for United, the legs that you need in there. Garner shouldn't be in a swap deal, surely. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be in a swap deal. He shouldn't. Atleti, chance, must be. Oh, have you missed it? Correa, you abs. It's not even Correa, it's all off. Who's missed that? Who missed that? Absolute rat bag. Couldn't finish the dinner, these. Couldn't finish the tea. Absolutely shocking. Stupid. Stupid little... Why do a little flick like that at the near post? Just hit it. Just hit it. Too many of these doing it. I'll just do a little flick. Oh. Honestly, the older I'm getting, the more I'm getting like Roy Keane. Just hit it. Just put it in the net. Fannying around with it. Botafogo. Ball pulled back. Atleti have got it. Joe, would Isak have scored that? Yeah, Isak could have finished that. Easy. Alvarez would, to be honest, if they'd have had Alvarez there. Alvarez would have finished that. Twisted Fate, I want Baleba from Brighton. The issue is, though, Brighton. Also, AFCON, we already lose Ahmad, Maz, and Mbermo if we get the deal done. Listen, I admire Manchester United's, plucky, but you're not. These are players that are out of Manchester United's reach. These are players out of Manchester United's reach. You have been away from the top table for too long, and you are out of the top table, and you don't pay, unless you pay stupid money and stupid wages, which, in fairness, Manchester United have done over the years. But unless you pay stupid money and stupid wages, you don't get Baleba. You don't get him. And you don't really get all the other players. Bastoni, who Aaron's talking about. You don't get Bastoni. Ollie, how's it going, Mush? Good to see you, man. Easy claim, that, for the keeper. Botafogo push forward at the other end. Oh, it's a really good run, that. Really, really good run. He's into the box. Why not just keep pushing on there? Aye, not bad for you, pal. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I am, well, I say I'm good. I've watched 2 absolutely unbelievable games of football today. We watched Germany against Spain in the Under-19 semi-final. It finished 6-5 to Spain. Absolutely phenomenal game. Loads of late goals, comeback after comeback after comeback. It was incredible. 6-5 it finished. And then we watched Netherlands against Romania again in the Under-19 semi-final. 3-1 that finished to Netherlands. So we've got Netherlands against Spain in the final in a few days' time. We'll be watching that. And then someone persuaded me in this chat. Someone said on YouTube, "Oh, you can't stop the stream. You can't end the stream. The Club World Cup's on. You got to stay and do the second half of the Club World Cup game. You've got to. You've got to do the Club World Cup." So, all right, fine. I'll rejig the stream and we'll do the Club World Cup. So, silly me, we put Atletico on against Botafogo. 0-0. Honestly, I'd rather watch paint dry. It's 1-0 Atletico. Yes. Yes, it's 1-0. They've scored it. 1-0. Just as I'm saying that, just as I'm complaining. There you go. 1-0. Get in there. No way. You've been on the stream pretty much all day. Yeah, all day. When did we start? 4 o'clock kickoff for the Spain game. 4 o'clock kickoff started, I think, at 3:30. So, yeah, like 7 hours. Like 7 hours I've been sat here. I've not even had tea. My belly's rumbling. Honestly, I've not moved. Not moved for 7 hours. Not even been for a piss. I'm honestly, I'm dying. I need this game finished, so hurry up. It's Atletico Madrid 1, Botafogo 0. Twisted Fate, that under-21 game was basically Inter v Barca, Champions League semi-finals. That was under-19's Twisted Fate. The under-21s are going to be even better, I think. We've got the under-21 semi-finals tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. It's Wednesday. We've got the under-21 semi-finals. Germany against... Germany against France, isn't it? And England against the Netherlands. Yeah. England, Netherlands, Germany, France, under-21s on Wednesday. So that's what we're watching them as well. Joe, get a takeaway. Well, I shouldn't really. For a kickoff, it's 5 to 10. And, I'm in my 30s, mate, now. If you have a takeaway and you're nearly 10 o'clock, you pay for it for days after it. Plus, like I said, I'm trying to lose weight. I've lost over 5 stone now. I've lost over 5. Look at the kip of me. I'm still a monster. But I've lost over 5 stone. So I'm trying to not have takeaways and crap. You can do it when you're younger and it just falls off you. It's no problem. But you look at it. You look at a kebab. You think about a kebab these days and you put 4 stone on. It's not good getting older. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have something. Christ, mate, you'll sleep tonight. Oh yes. Never mind, ignore me. Who finished second place? Do Atleti have to score again? I don't know, let's have a look. I'll have a look at the group stage. FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Here we go. So, as it stands in the group, it is PSG have won 2-0 in that one. Yeah, Atleti have to score again, don't they? I think Atleti have to score again here. How's that happened then? Oh, that's mad. That is absolutely mad. Atleti need one more goal. They need one more goal desperately. Oh, I wasn't aware of this. I didn't think it was they had to win by 2. Atleti have to score again. Jake, I've just heard Jared Branthwaite is a big Toon fan. Oh, mate, we've heard this for months. We've heard that Jared Branthwaite and his entire family are massive Liverpool fans. How true all this is, we don't know. But yeah, there's been rumours about who he supports for donkeys. But I think I'd be amazed if he doesn't leave Everton. I'd be absolutely amazed if he doesn't leave Everton. Jake, have you had a chapati yet? I've not, mate. Since you suggested it, I've not even had a curry. Dying for a curry. I'd love a curry. Absolutely love a curry. Sounders flounder as PSG go marching on. No, Scolarity's a United fan, lads. He was a United fan when he signed that. He was ready to sign a contract, wasn't he, at United? He was certainly ready to come to Old Toilet. Come on. Vamos, Atleti. Opa, Atleti. Twisted Fate, I've got a duck chow mein. Ooh, see, do you know what? Is chow mein noodles or rice? Chow mein's noodles, innit? I've never had noodles. It's one thing. My missus gets noodles when she goes to the See, wouldn't bother me if I never had a Chinese again. Wouldn't bother me one jot if I never had a Chinese. Me missus loves a Chinese, the wife. She absolutely loves a Chinese. But we don't get them for most of the time we've not got it because, like I've said, listen, I'm losing weight, love. We're not having takeaways, so we cut it all out. But when we do, she gets a portion of noodles. I just stick to egg foo young, which is basically just a chicken omelette anyway. It's just chicken and egg with bean sprouts in it. So I don't mind that. But noodles, I've never had. Duck I don't mind as well. I don't mind duck from the Chinese. Chinese get so stale after a while. Basically, all the dishes taste the same with a carb change. Yeah. Do you know what my missus introduced me to? Again, I've never had a Chinese till I even met her. She gets fried rice, or whether it's chicken fried rice or whatever. She gets chicken fried rice, a portion of gravy, and then scoops up gravy, fried rice, and a bit of chicken or whatever in a prawn cracker and eats that. Oh, I could deck about 12 of them now. I wasn't familiar with it. And then she said, here, try this. I was like, gravy and rice? Gravy and fried rice with a prawn? Ugh, no, God, no chance. She said, just try it. Opened me up to a whole new world. Probably gained about 3 stone for the couple of months after that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely more Indian than I am Chinese. I'd have Indian over the Chinese. Chinese shop gravy is always top. It's a different type of gravy, isn't it? See, that's a whole culture that the rest of the world doesn't really understand. Is like chippies and Chinese chippies as well, innit? Because that's a thing in Liverpool. That in Liverpool, when people say they're going the chippy, they're generally going and getting a Chinese from the chippy. Because all the chippies usually, or a lot of the chippies in Liverpool, are Chinese chippies. My missus loves egg fried rice and curry. Yeah, she likes that as well. Sometimes she'll have curry sauce as well. Curry sauce or curry sauce or gravy. But she likes salt. Like it's dead, to me. It's dead salty. It's dead salty. I can't have it. I end up drinking like bucketfuls of water or whatever I'm drinking while I'm having a Chinese. Whereas at least with a curry, you don't really get that. It's never as salty, I don't think, a curry. It's more oily, isn't it? Joe Stowe, I'm going to have a nightmare of you celebrating signing Isaac tonight. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine what'll happen? Honestly, I mean, maybe not so much you, man, because me, like, look, it's all good. But Jake's been strong on it, hasn't he? Jake has been very strong as a Newcastle fan. You're not signing him. If it happens... Oh, I don't think it will, but it'll be funny. We'll block you. Oh, do you know what? I won't even say anything. As soon as it comes on, it'll just say breaking news, and I'll just go. Because the look will be enough, won't it? I might even just get a little Liverpool shirt and just turn it round, and it'll have Isaac 9 on the back. Twisted Fate, Isaac to United tomorrow. Yeah, Isaac leaving Newcastle will blow whoever it is to, whether it's to Liverpool or Barca or wherever. It'll wreck some heads. That will wreck some heads. Report you to TikTok for hate speech, mate. That, to be honest, yeah, you could probably do that for anything. About something in this conversation about Chinese chippies and stuff like that. There's probably a bit of hate speech in that. Do you know what? I got off the live that we've just done, the one earlier, the Spain and Germany game, and I ended the live on TikTok. I ended it on YouTube, ended it on TikTok, and when I think it said strike. I was like, "What do you mean strike?" And we got a warning. I got a verbal official warning on the last live again for hate speech and harassment, and it suggested a course on TikTok, how to build a welcoming and friendly and equality filled community. From the last live, we didn't even say anything, did we? There was nothing. Didn't even say anything. But yeah, well, I mean, I don't know why. Right, anyway, Atletico Madrid, the rest blown up here. He's blown up. It's 1-0. It's full time. Finito Benito. Botafogo are through. Jokey, I love you really, mate. I love you too, man. I love you too. I hope we don't get him. You know, just for us, just for the bros. Just keep him. You can have him. We're all right. We'll win league without him. He can come next year when you sign Sesko or whatever. You get someone really good, and we'll have him then when you're happy to give him away. Then we're all friends, aren't we? Low key, I can see Arsenal coming out of nowhere. Oh, that'd kill me. Arsenal just... Do you know what? I can't actually see that. You're right. I can see Arsenal getting fed up with all this, like... Because it feels like the board and Arsenal are having an argument day to day. Who do we sign? I think we should sign Gyökeres. He's great. Let's sign him for 70 million. And Arteta's like, nah, let's sign Sesko. Let's sign him for 70 million. And they're both arguing over these players when they could both just go, look, let's just not sign Zubamendi. Give Thomas Partey another 2 years on his contract. And we don't have to pay Zubamendi then. Let's just keep Thomas Partey. And instead of paying 70 million for Zubamendi, let's go and give Newcastle like 130 for Isaac. We'll get him. And that they'd probably win the league then, Newcastle. They would win the league. Arsenal, not Newcastle. Arsenal would probably win the league with Isaac. It would, or at least it would sufficiently worry me. To get Gyökeres or Sesko, I'm not stressing about that at all. Joselu. Yeah, Joselu. Choupo-Moting. Get Choupo-Moting in. Right, hasn't Party already gone? No, I think his contract ends at the end of June, doesn't it? And there's conversations over whether or not he stays or whether he goes. Barcelona are talking to him. Apparently Arsenal are offering him... I think Arsenal are offering him 2 years, he wants 3. Or they're offering him 1 year, he wants 2. It's something like that. But yeah, he's still kind of up in the air with Thomas Partey. No Skill Aaron Xerxes and Bermo Cunha movies will be made. Yeah. We know what those types of movies are as well. Right. Well, listen, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to have to get... I've been streaming for like 7 hours. I'll be back tomorrow. We've not really got any footy on tomorrow, I'll level with. The only footy we've got on is in the pre-season World Cup, which is Benfica against Bayern Munich tomorrow. That's the game that we're going to be watching tomorrow. There's only one live tomorrow as well, because I was looking for other games we could do, and I'll be honest, there isn't really any. So tomorrow we're only going to be live for Bayern against Benfica. I'll be live about 6:30, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a lovely night, whatever you're doing. Sleep well and all that. Hope you don't have a nightmare, Joe, about me. And I'll see you all tomorrow. It's been lovely talking to you. Take it easy. Have a nice night.